A week-long hiatus.
Long week.
Long.
Too long.
Yes, the platform Sports Talk Show. Yo, Wednesday night Sports Delight is back at the Getaway. It's your boy.
Back home, man.
It's your boy Smooth.
And Sadal.
And stand, baby.
Because when it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
And after a week of a whole lot of stuff,
a
business
whole lot of
about to pick up.
what's going on with you.
Wait, what?
Bam. There it is. So once again, we have been gone for a week. A lot has been going on. We will try to catch up as much as we can.
Yeah.
To cover over the last week of some change in the world of sports. But how have y'all been, man? I missed y'all, man.
Yeah, man. I
missed
know you
y'all.
He lying.
you got a little tan.
Man.
Like I missed y'all. You
I know you already know.
Darkness, everybody.
You know, dark.
Dark in the building.
While the St. Louis area been
Ice, baby.
Well, it's been
ice,
warm,
snow,
cold,
and
rainy.
hot. You've been sunny
Hey,
Mexico.
suntan, sunburn, sun-kissed, do sun everything. I'm living my best life.
You just blacker than normal.
There it is. Doom.
It's extra dosage of that.
I'm a California raisin now.
Wow. You just do it to yourself now. You just do it to
All
yourself.
he missing is the gloves now. Let me
Right.
buy them.
Don't you know I heard? Oh, let me stop.
You know what? Looking back, that might have been partially racist.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
You man.
On second thought,
Congrats,
I think
you're
you're
right.
Did
Congrats,
they,
you're
did
right.
they get away with it in our face?
Yeah.
We were so awestruck by the raisin.
Oh man.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a our reparations from years past.
Right.
Man.
So once again, thanks for tuning in. We are your Wednesday night sports. Like goes down every Wednesday, 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube. Let everybody know to go to our page, subscribe, click on that because once we go live,
You'll be notified.
oh, he didn't mess up this time.
I didn't mess up this time,
We had a
dog.
week to
He
prepare.
had time. He had time. Okay, wait a minute here.
I flinched a little bit. I don't know if I saw it.
I did.
flinched a little bit.
I was too into the note. I was like,
Man, it's been a minute since it's been like just us three.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
we've had
After the
some
mega show, the
we've
last
had
time.
some great shows. We've had over the last month. We've had some great shows.
795 guests on the show.
Man, I'm
alone.
telling you, KM, shouts out to him. Once again, shouts out to Reverend Butler, Banote
Bishop.
Butler, Stephen B. Smith. I watched that video so many times and it was just hilarious, man. It was so many
Him
takes.
and the bishop just like
He was like, hey,
he was
come on. He was like, sorry.
And
And you
then-
can't forget the coach.
Right, the coach, Corey Bethany. So shouts out to everyone.
trying to coach me up with my sorrows.
Dude, you came with some crazy takes that day. I had to make sure that your drink wasn't
Wasn't spiked.
something.
It wasn't water. It was
It was
vodka.
something
It's all
else.
alive, man.
I'm telling you. But hey, it was a great time.
That was just like I was drunk off like misery.
Yeah, going
know
over
what?
that
You know
that
what?
loss by the Rams.
Yeah.
You kind of had your head
It's
like,
funny you mentioned that. Our good friends, ABQ Sports Crew, are back.
Hey,
hey, now what's
And
happening?
their first comment, Rams scored a touchdown yet? Oh, you got jokes, huh? You got jokes, though.
they scored the same amount as the Jets
Ooh.
did
Mm.
and Broncos did
Mm.
in that Super Bowl.
Lord.
Ouch.
Cloud have mercy.
Ouch.
Cloud have
And
mercy.
yesterday, C.J. Anderson was asked about Ty Gurley, and he said yes. We didn't realize how hurt Ty Gurley really was.
But you know what? I caught something in one of his interviews. He said about his playing time that I will be in there as much as they need me. Meaning that they already knew that he was hurt. Because remember, they said he was 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And his comment was that I will be in there as much as they need me.
But my whole thing is everyone and their mama, even people who didn't even know the game of football, knew that something was going on with Ty Gurley.
They said it on the telecast. The announcer said it on the telecast. He hurt the same knee he hurt in college. And he had a torn ACL.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he's getting there. Anything, all the treatment. If it requires surgery, let's do it now. Clean out the knee, scope the knee, do whatever he need to do.
Right.
To get ready for 2019 season, man.
Scope it, baby.
Scope it. Also, don't forget,
From
please.
Nova Scopa.
Oh, God.
Clean out the knee, man.
Once again, make sure subscribe to us on YouTube, but follow us as you see right in between me and Stan. Follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, the platform Sports Talk Show. We have a lot of great stuff coming up throughout the remainder of the upcoming months. We have our 2-year anniversary coming up very soon.
Yeah, man.
WrestleMania season is right around the corner.
Yeah, man.
A whole lot is happening. Just had the All-Star game, All-Star Saturday night.
Yeah, man.
A certain free agent in baseball finally got signed, but the other one's still waiting.
Right. So with that,
and then we got some people. We got talks of strike early by one of the players.
Right.
Prominent player.
Okay. So with him being signed, who's to blame now? Because he got
no.
And
Wait a minute now.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm glad you. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Because we probably on the same page.
Because I'm like, he got what Harper wanted.
Right.
Right, but that's one player.
Right. Harper feel like he deserves more.
And Harper's only 2 players. Only 2. You got 100 and some odd players that's still on free agency. At this point in the season, you got spring training that's already started for a lot of teams, and 100 and some players are still unsigned. This is where you load up your roster to see who you got, and 100 and some players are not even signed to major league teams. These are prominent players. These are all-star players.
All right, let me put it to you this way: if LeBron and KD were free agents, do you think they'd be worried about the other people? I wouldn't.
No, but as a players union, you would, because what hurts you hurts everybody.
Well, then you can't have 2 dominant players announce that they're testing the water.
That's not the question, though. That's not the issue there. The issue is money
in years.
Money in years. These players are not getting signed. Like, you got what's the closer used to be formerly with the Red Sox. He's still out there. Starts with a K.
Kimbrel.
Yep. Why is he still a free agent?
Because he telling teams he wants to get paid.
He's the best closer in baseball. Why is he still?
I won't say the best,
Look,
but
one of the best.
He's one of the best. But his thing is, he's telling teams that he's not taking no 3-year offer for no whatever. He wants to get max years and dollars, and teams are not trying to do that anymore.
Because when you have an opportunity to get somebody to put you in a position where you don't have to rely on your closer to get you out of a sticky situation, a closer is like a safety net.
But a good closer is key to a good baseball team. It's critical that you have a good closer. Look at Mariano Rivera. All those years with the Yankees, he was guaranteed almost to close out that game. That's critical.
Wasn't hitting no more.
That's critical.
And then, truthfully, if you saw him in the playoffs,
that's why he's the first unanimous Hall of Famer in baseball history.
And if you saw Kimbrel last year in the playoffs, it wasn't like he was doing the best job either. He was like losing leads in the last inning where he should be making his money.
Yeah, it's because it's hard to come in.
Because old Gold Grill had to come in. I forgot his name. Gold Grill dude from Boston. I forgot his name. The pitcher, Price.
Nah, he a starting pitcher. But you see,
he had a gold. He had some gold in his mouth.
I want to. No, it wasn't Fernando Rodney, was it? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, yes, I was thinking the
feel
same
like-
person,
right,
because he would do something.
Yeah.
It had to be Price.
But yeah, I mean,
Because either he had a gold grill or he don't brush his teeth.
well, well, no matter if you side with the owners or the players, something's gonna have to give. And I'm with Carpenter. I see strike. I thought it was gonna be 2022 when the collective bargaining agreement ended, but it might be.
Oh, it's his
It
mouthpiece.
just might be.
Okay.
And who was it?
His mouthpiece. David Price.
Oh, okay, David Price. Okay.
Yeah, so it just might be this year that we might see a strike in the mid-season. Nobody wants to see that, man.
So, and I was going to save it until we got to the baseball portion, but we are talking about it now. So, if you're Paul Goldschmidt and you see that Machado and Harper, we know, didn't change their stance in regards to, I want a 10-year, $300 million contract that Machado just got, do you still say, let me go ahead and test free agency? Or do I still see about, let me get this extension while I'm at the Cardinals right now?
And that's the issue. That's the issue. That's why free agency was put in place, because these teams was able to hold on to these players for basically, forever.
Yeah.
Basically forever. That's why Kurt Flood did what he did. You know? And so the owners have pretty much colluded together to circumvent the free agent market. So as a player, as the climate is currently in, I wouldn't go out and test free agency because in fear of not even getting signed.
And then, like I said before, you have, like I heard a story today. It was like Scott Boras, the agent of Bryce Harper. Back in the day, he would go to these teams who was trying to acquire, a certain guy, and he'll provide stats and analysis on their client and on other guys who are like closer to his level. Like say, okay, well, I got Bryce Harper, but let's say you're looking at Stanton, or looking at Ozuna, look at their numbers compared to what Harper can bring. But now these teams have a big old folder or a tablet.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, bro. We got the same thing too. And that's why we not even focused on, like for instance, look at the Cardinals. That's the reason why we haven't gotten Bryce Harper for real. Because it's like they feel like they have other guys that they can pick out at a cheaper rate and say he can do just as much for this team than Bryce Harper can. So why give him $300-something million?
Shot himself in the foot. Bryce, you need to fire your manager.
Hey, I consider Scott Boras as the baseball equivalent
Don King
of LeBron James's agent.
Oh, Clutch Sports.
Yeah, Clutch Sports.
Rich Paul.
Nobody likes him,
Right.
but the players love Scott Boras
Because he'll represent you.
He'll represent you and get you that money.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of that as at play too. It's that dynamic of the owners hate Scott Boras. And for years, Scott Boras has been getting what he wants for these players. Like no more.
Yeah. And then, like I said before.
But I read a report that he turned down a couple of $300 million contracts.
And because you asked me the other day, like, well, how come Harper didn't sign with the Padres?
Wow.
The Padres.
I know why he didn't sign with the Chiefs.
Right.
I got it.
Wrong sport, huh? But first, it could be location. Does he feel like San Diego is the market that he wants to be in? Then plus, maybe they haven't offered him the money that he's looking for into getting. And then also the team. Does he feel like that kind of team is what he wants to be around?
Machado.
Right.
Is a man among boys on that team.
Right. Yeah, literally for real. So
fish and
it's so many factors.
He puts the father in Padre.
You are my daddy. I am your daddy now.
I never knew my father.
Yeah. So that's baseball right there in a nutshell. Age is a big thing now.
Age, but you know what? No excuses of age with the two we mentioned.
Right.
They're in mid-20s.
26.
So you sign for 10 years, they'll be in their 30s. About time they wrapping up their career.
And unlike a Pujols deal in which the Angels paid for Pujols' past years. Not for what he about to do.
He was about 31.
Exactly.
32.
And that's why the Cardinals didn't pay him that excess amount of dollars. But they wanted to keep him, but we ain't gonna pay $1 jillion.
They offered him $100 million.
And we already had your best 10 years. But with Machado and Harper, which I still feel like the Cardinals should still pursue Harper, you haven't seen the best of him yet.
Not really. He's only, 24?
But 26. But like I said, if you like a Goldschmidt or other guys who are 30-some years old, you can't say 18-year deal no more. For real.
You ain't got 8 to 10.
You got the deal. And and this is the fight we're looking at. Good or bad, whatever like I said, whatever side you sit on, something's got to give, and I'm afraid that we might see a strike, man. Mid-season. That'd be terrible. I remember, I'll never forget 1994, man. When they
Why you say that?
That's when I was born.
well, yes, me being an old man, I just gave away my age. Anyway, 1994.
When I was a young boy.
Anyway,
right,
man, they had to cancel the World Series, man.
Right.
And they never canceled the World Series, and it hurt a lot of franchises.
Yeah,
I think that's why there's no baseball played in Montreal.
Right.
Because they could have very well won the World Series that year.
Yeah. And that's the same year Griffey could have had the home run record probably.
Yeah.
He was on a
tear.
Horde pace. Like crazy.
Yeah.
But horde pace, bro. Horde.
Yeah. Horde, bro. What's our boy named Marcus Peters?
Hey, cuz. Where you from, cuz?
Oh, man.
We go horde over here, cuz.
So, the Rams are, well, not the Rams, but sources are saying, should the Rams try to see about Earl, what's his name?
Too late. He's projected to sign with the Packers.
Really?
Yep.
What's his name? What's
Earl
his last name?
Thomas?
Earl Thomas, yeah.
Because I Googled it. I was like, he's still? Oh, dang.
Wow.
Because
Earl
I had...
is down and down.
Look, because let me tell you something.
I wouldn't want Earl Thomas
right here. I had all the picks who I think we should have gone after in this offseason, screenshotted on my phone, stole it from Snapchat, because these were the top 10 free agents available. Dang it, that ain't the photo. Hold on.
Yeah, Earl Thomas, I think he's a little past his prime, man. He's on a downturn. He ain't the same player. And then he's injury prone, unfortunately. With his age, I think he broke his leg again.
Yeah. And then
he broke that mug.
And then he wasn't happy.
That's the same leg he broke the first time.
Like, that mug was broke.
And he wasn't happy his last couple of years either with the Seahawks, especially after that whole
Legion of Boom.
I think he
that and the Super Bowl when what's saying didn't get the ball in the end zone.
Oh yeah, that's gonna haunt them forever.
I think he sensed last year. He sensed where he was in his career, and I think he felt as if the Seahawks was holding him back from getting another payday.
Can't nobody hold me.
And so I guess essentially that's that's happened.
Yeah, mind if I run through these free agents that I think the Rams could or should or
please feel free.
Might? Okay. Number 1, he was number 10 on the top 10 free agents of 2019. Landon Collins, linebacker from New York. That'd be nice. Buff up that.
I thought he was a defensive back. I thought he was a safety.
No, it's a linebacker.
Landon Collins. I thought he was a safety.
No, that's a different person you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Number 21?
Yeah.
Number 21 is Landon Collins.
Oh, okay. Well,
safety.
Yeah, he is
a
safety.
was a linebacker from the NFL.
Or unless he's like a hybrid,
he's a hybrid,
like Mark Barron.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one was Earl Thomas. Then Trey Flowers, defensive end for the Patriots. That'd be nice.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man.
Okay. Earl Thomas was number 7 on the top 10, and Trey Flowers was number 6. Coming in at number 3, who is a free agent, Jadeveon Clowney.
But the Texans,
they're saying they might franchise tag him.
Yeah, so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But if they don't, how about like white on rice? And then, of course, number 2 on the list.
Yes, he is now a free agent. It's official.
Finally.
Because what the hell we got to lose? Nothing. What's better than 2 power running backs? 3.
It ain't gonna happen though.
Well, what about to the Rams? Sue is a free agent now too. Now, so does he want to?
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. This the
furthest
he done gotten his career.
I don't know.
He ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't
count on that.
Just ask Machado. Money talks.
Yeah, money talks, man. So I wouldn't count on that.
If the Jets came with a big bank, he gonna be in New York.
Yeah, that bag.
Man, let me tell you something. If you're more motivated by the bag than your determination to win,
especially
clearly you ain't here old dude. You play to win the game.
Right.
I see him.
But then you think about it. I thought about what happens if Machado tears both his ACLs and his Achilles and he can't play no more. Do they still pay him that?
He still get paid. That's guaranteed
money.
money.
Guaranteed money, man.
Ooh, so he can retire after this year and be like money.
Yeah.
Oh,
he could. Theoretically,
because I was thinking about that. I was like, what if he pulled the biggest finesse in the history of sports?
Man.
Boy, he'd be the most hated man in San Diego.
Wow.
He already the most hated man.
He'd be the most hated man in baseball.
In American sports, since he has the biggest deal.
Sports, yeah.
Like, we give you this money and you squander.
Right.
He won't do that.
Yo, but you know what else has been going on since we're away?
Tell me.
11. That's the number of games that the Blues have won consecutively.
Dude, you took mine. You took mine.
Like,
I had it waiting. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Because look, after last night, I was like, are they going to do it? And then they did it. I was like, wow.
Dude, we have not talked about the Blues in a positive
Maybe
light
we should stop
in a long time.
Is this a record?
Yes, that's the longest streak in franchise history.
Yes. And
so maybe we should shut up about it.
Right.
I didn't even bring it up.
Yeah. So
the table is moving.
The only thing I'm gonna say,
the
only thing I'm gonna say is, last month they were close to having the worst record in all of hockey. Now they are in 6th place.
You're pulling a Jim Nance, man.
Right. Jim Nance did do that.
He did it a lot that Sunday. He was like,
he's never missed.
And then Tony was like, did you just do it again?
But
and then
boom. I was like,
but you know what? I know in the past I would say certain things. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy it. But shouts out to the Blues.
You know what I think
for being relevant again.
I don't know if he is, but that coach looks younger. He looks like a young guy. I don't know if he is.
John Berube.
Yeah, I don't know if he's young, but he look young.
Yeah, I'm not sure how
Tarasenko's been balling out,
and that's the big thing.
So what do you call it in hockey?
Yeah,
he's been pucking out. I don't know.
He's
been sticking it out.
I ain't gonna try.
He's been sticking it out.
But that was one of the biggest concerns was your star players wasn't playing like star players. Now they are. Between him, Ryan Riley, your captain, Pietrangelo, and then you got Jordan Bennington, the goalie.
Yo, 186 minutes without a goal.
He came from nowhere, being mentioned before the season, to now he's starting. And
that boy got a nose.
He's a rookie. Right, I saw that nose.
I'm like, woo!
Calafonso. But dude is killing it.
I'm just gonna trust what you all say because I don't know. I've never heard of these guys.
They trying to grow them beards out in the postseason again.
Yeah.
Shoot, if they do, we will too. Dang it, stand in solidarity.
But hey,
go Blues. That's all I gotta say.
If he can try to do it this time, you tried to do it last time, but you gave up. You gave up on it. The beard.
Yeah.
He pulled. Wait. He pulled
I'm not the only one that gave up on their hair pursuits.
He pulled a Jalen Ramsey. He was like,
or lack thereof, right?
Right.
There it is.
I'm not the only one.
What can I say?
You got the hair club for men
what
going.
What can I say?
You got the hair club like you got the Deion Sanders going right now, man.
No, I just got to put the razor down and let it grow.
Speaking of that Deion, y'all check out the 30 for 30.
Yes,
I haven't watched it yet.
Excellent.
It's incredible.
Which makes me, you know what? I'm gonna save it for what if.
Okay.
It's a different day and age, bro. We talked about this. We talked about this.
Save it for what if. Save it.
We talked about it.
Save it.
All right, my last thing in regards to while we were away, there's 2 people who is like the talk of the town now in regards to wrestling.
Wait. Before we do that too, Dale Demps got exactly what he deserved.
Yes.
Boy,
yes.
He's gone.
For being petty,
they
now
fired
you
him
gone.
quick.
Okay, kiss me up.
The GM of the New Orleans Pelicans.
He got fired.
Got fired. After the trade deadline, I feel like the day after,
Yes.
he got fired. It was like,
all
you ain't
because
do
of
it?
him being
Bye.
petty.
Because they wanted him to get traded.
Because look, they were
right.
giving you a whole team for this one dude, and you
And
ain't
he
want
said
it.
no.
He like, nope, I don't want it.
I don't want it. No, I don't want
Nope, pineapples.
it. Here it is. You're fired. No, I don't want it.
Right.
Nope, that's the other job.
And now he gone. And so then Danny Ferry, the interim GM, he's trying to have the league to be on his side and rest AD for the rest of the year. Because the NBA has sent like a memo out to all the teams like, hey.
Don't rest him, play him.
Right. But Danny Ferry's like, hey, you see our situation. He's not really that healthy. Let's just go ahead and send him for the rest of the
He
year.
been playing. It ain't the matter of health. Ain't nobody coming to see him no more.
Yeah.
The whole city of New Orleans
booed him.
What did you
The
say?
whole
They
They
booed
cut
him.
him out of the.
They
Yes.
cut him out of the video, and when he finally touched the court, booed,
Booed
and he
the
was
mess
at
out of him.
home.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
They done with him, and I'm like, y'all stupid.
Yeah. And like you said,
Well, you know it's New
like,
Orleans.
They
you
coulda
can't
had-
New Orleans.
We feel about New Orleans the way that Charlamagne feels about Florida.
ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. I wouldn't go that far,
Oh
but
no, I'm there. I'm there.
He take it there.
I'm there.
But going back, two people who's like getting the most hype and heat, not heat in regards to the wrong way, but just getting the most publicity right now from the WWE.
Oh, somebody getting it the wrong way too.
Becky Lynch, Kofi Kingston. Who would have thought that Kofi Kingston would be getting a big push like this?
Y'all forgetting about Kofi's singles career.
I haven't
Yes.
been watching it all, so this is a shock to me.
Yes.
Okay, let me catch you
And I know, but I know WWE history, wrestling history. What it tells me is, yes, you will see the push, but when it comes time to pull the trigger,
It won't be complete.
it will not happen.
Right.
But they had a chance. The last time I seen this was with Booker T and Triple H, and basically Triple H had the infamous kind of racist remarks on the mic, and then when the match came, he basically buried the man, and like it was nothing.
And don't forget Kofi Kingston. It was that wrestler that almost got into it with Vince McMahon in the airplane. He was ready to square up with McMahon a couple years ago. Probably like maybe about 5, 10 years ago.
Really?
McMahon was like, "What you want to do?" Kofi like, "What you want to do?" Like, cause he was like pissed at McMahon for a minute, and so they almost got into it.
because Kofi was on a tear. He was an Intercontinental champion.
Yeah,
He's been United States champion.
That's true.
He's held the tag team champions numerous times, like 5 times. And then you got to remember, like the 3 times he did it before New Day,
right,
because he held it with Evan Bourne,
right.
who's now on Impact, which is crazy to me. R-Truth, and then who else? Oh no, it was just them 2, but they held it like consecutive times.
You know what? You've heard that story a lot from a lot of black wrestlers. Just to be frank with it,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, The Rock, he's technically black, but we know that African American,
right.
brothers
Speaking of the rap,
has not had the WWE title,
Right.
because yes, you've had people like Mark Henry and Booker T hold the world title, the big
Right.
belt,
But
the
not-
former
but not the
WCW
belt.
belt,
But not
but
the
not
belt.
the belt,
Right.
WWE title.
The Rock held it.
And I've seen it. See, there you go.
He did. He the
Right.
one that brought the new one in.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Right. The Rock held it. But
He was the first one to
as
hold the
far
new
as
one.
a brother hasn't held the belt.
The Rock held it.
His face
He is
says
a
it
dark.
all.
His daddy black.
He is.
His
yes,
daddy
yes.
black and his mama Polynesian.
It's controversial.
That
but
is, look, his
Yes,
daddy,
he
look,
is-
his
he-
daddy black and his mama is Polynesian. That is Chick-fil-A Negro to me. Dang it, that's what that is.
man, I want me some greens and cornbread Negro. How about that?
Well, dang. Well, hold on, pause. What's more black than Kofi? He's African.
What's more black than greens and cornbread?
African.
All right, that's right. So here we go.
I just
Oh
said
no, Triple H said was that like a show that he said like what happened to your accent? You ain't.
Oh yeah, when he came out, he was like, "This has to stop." It's like, wait. aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
Right.
He was like,
he is American though.
Yeah.
His parents are from the country of Africa. I wouldn't say African. He was country from Africa.
man.
Yes.
Anyway.
So
Anyway,
a whole lot.
It would be. I'm telling you
It would
right
be
now.
huge.
I would really love to see Kofi Kingston do it.
I mean, he's getting a big push too.
But
Man.
the
fans are
question
behind
is,
him.
I mean, yeah, it could be a situation where they put the strap on Daniel Bryan when initially they wasn't going to do it, but the fans and everybody was behind them so much that they had to do it at WrestleMania. That would be great to see that.
And what's crazy is that Kofi actually got this opportunity because of Mustafa Ali having a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
So Kofi took his place, and then he was.
That dude was like, "Let me remind y'all of them Jamaican days."
Right. He was part of that. What was that match they had last week?
That gauntlet match.
Yeah, that's what it is. He did. He showed
Dude
up and showed
started
out.
it and went up against like four out of the 6.
Yeah. Yep.
And then like
Maybe this could be a
AJ Styles came in and made him tap, but that was.
man. I've been waiting for this. You know, as a WWE fan, I've been waiting for this most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I love to see it, but then in the back of my mind, there's that little bitty pessimist in me. She's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know they ain't never put it on the black guy, did you?
You know what I just thought about? It might not happen. Black History Month is over in 8 days.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, well, we gave you what you want."
Ooh, that's a good point. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because last year already lost the belt. He ain't had that for no longer than 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, he lost that
Intercontinental
to
belt.
Balor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the way he lost it, he actually didn't really lose it.
He lost it because Leo Rush got pinned.
Right.
It was a 2-on-1 handicap match for
Right.
the title. I'm like, oh Lord.
But that's a good point. Dang, that's a good point.
I just hope it ain't gonna happen.
Maybe it'll be a situation like they put the strap on Ron Simmons. There's a whole story why they put the strap on Ron Simmons too, though. There was a reason why they did that.
Gotcha.
But, that's a different story for a different day.
All right. So that was pretty much while we were away. I know there's probably some more stuff that was happening, but
yeah,
we got to,
whole lot of
a little bit of stuff. So speaking of while we were away, Kaepernick reached an agreement with the NFL.
Millions of
Won that settlement. Now, details have not been discussed.
Millions of dollars.
But yeah, we figured that he has millions of dollars added to his account now. Do you think he will come back to the NFL and play now? Or should he be like, you know what, I'm good now?
Okay, first of all, I would say that some people are saying this is Cap selling out. No, this is Cap actually winning against the NFL because the NFL doesn't give up on court cases like this.
Hey, that was hush money.
History.
That was hush money.
That's hush money. He had some things on some dirt on some people, and they didn't want to get out. That's a win for Cap. 1.
Right.
2, his lawyer / agent was insinuating that there's already deals on the table with the Patriots, the Seahawks possibly.
He ain't going to the Seahawks.
And the Carolina Panthers.
He gonna go to the Panthers. It just fits.
He said that this is a great chance that you will see him. I don't know. Because, let's face it, their fan base are mostly those who think that Kaepernick should stand for the national anthem. And then here we go again. The question is, do the owners want to go through that again?
Robert Kraft, he's not going to do it. The reason why, one of his best buds is
number 45.
But at the same time, he's out here with Jay-Z and Meek Mill trying to lobby for prison reform. I don't know what
that's
Robert Kraft is doing.
different. But Trump, you know how he felt about Cap and the whole salute thing and whatever.
Yeah, but you also
how he
knows
feels
that
about
rubbed the NFL the wrong way.
kneeling, right? So it's
And it's not for the good reasons. It's for the, hey, you can't tell me what to do reasons.
Yeah.
What's crazy is all these neck fans forgetting that the main person who told Cap to kneel was a veteran.
Right.
Not only just a veteran, a Navy SEAL.
So one of your own.
One of the top,
Because at first Cap was sitting down.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, you gonna do something.
Take it up a notch.
Kneel, man.
Don't sit, just kneel. That's more respect.
Plus, first of all, how y'all get mad at him? You don't know what he was doing when he was kneeling. He might have been praying. This could have been a religious thing. Because now they conflicted. Because they love the army and they love white Jesus.
Ask Abdul Rauf. He did it because of religious reasons, and he got blackballed from the NBA.
Okay.
Craig Hodges.
Okay, well, that defeats my statement I was about to say. Because when you said the first name, I was like, it's a whole lot of white people. When you come in with a name like that, they're going to try to get rid of you.
So, going back, do you think he'll find NFL glory again?
You know what I think he'll do?
I think his lasting legacy is being blackballed, and I don't think he's going to come back in the NFL.
But he might come back to the AAF. Ooh, topic. Topic transition. Whoosh.
Perfect. My man.
Man.
So I haven't seen any games yet. But you told me.
I've seen some games.
Okay.
I've seen some games, and I'm a football guy. I'm a football fan, man. Football is my favorite sport. So I had to take a peek at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what, it's throwback football from the 90s.
Really?
80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. There was
down to the starter brand uniforms.
Right. I mean,
just
for instance, there was a quarterback. Forgive me, these are new players. I don't know.
And
okay. The quarterback dropped back to pass. And linebacker or defensive player.
The rush came.
And he lit him up just like they used to do. And I'm like, pause, like, okay, it's a flag.
Penalty. Nope.
Penalty. No flag.
It's legal.
Teammates had to pick him up, take dirt out of the face mask. Second down.
Next play. Next play.
They gonna let this ride, and they were hidden.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and the games were competitive, and it was something to look at, and it was very entertaining. And I actually liked the football.
And to all those watching, what are your thoughts on the AAF?
Yeah.
As well.
The only thing is like they limit blitzing. Like you only put 5 men in the box instead of like 6 or 7. Oh, he pulled up the play. Yeah,
I don't think that was one.
He pulled up the play.
Dude, helmet popped off.
Let me see. Is that the play? Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Dude, helmet just.
With his helmet flew on. Hold on. Did it start over yet?
Oh, it's on Instagram, so you can't really go back. Yeah, it's the play. Bam!
Dude,
yeah, that's the play.
You ain't seen a helmet fly off since Steven Jackson got lit up running.
Since I played Madden.
They ain't even fly.
I remember Madden.
I
remember Madden when you knock the player's helmet off.
Yeah.
He's like, I heard his helmet flying way up here.
Like, I ain't heard a good crack sound in football. Boy, it's like, Kyle. I was like, whoa.
No penalty.
So overall, do you feel like it's gonna be there for a while? Or?
I just appreciate.
Well, I don't know about that. The financial piece is still up in question. I actually laughed off. You know what? I'm gonna save that for congrats. You were right. But
to what I respond to your.
I don't know about the entertainment. I mean, the football itself can last. It could be a good way. You remember NFL Europe?
Yeah.
I think it could be a NFL Europe type of situation where you have those players that are on the cusp, didn't really make a roster. Kurt Warner's, and they can make a name for themselves in this league to get into the league.
Jay Delhomme from the Panthers, he played for them as well.
Good Lord, that's
played in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Look, let me put it like this.
You call that a throwback?
The AAF has now provided football fans with what they've wanted since they were kids. Football year round. They not going nowhere.
I know I wanted that.
And on top of that, they got to deal with the NFL Network.
That's big.
So I'm so like, all right, Goodell's just out here soft.
I hope you're right.
Because I promise you,
I've seen those type of leagues come and go.
Look, because I promise you, wait,
I lived through the first XFL.
That's the thing, is that the NFL has to do what the NBA did and find out which league is going to be the development league.
The USFL was another one too that they thought would be last. It didn't last 3 years.
And see, the NFL, they don't care about the XFL at all. They don't care about that.
Nah,
but the AAF, especially because you said NFL Network, is you say they part ownership, or what'd you say?
I don't know. They have a television deal with them.
They have a close working
TV
relationship
deal
with each other. Like,
right.
They do have a TV deal. Their games are on the NFL Network. I think this will pose danger to the XFL coming in 2020,
especially because you have the backing of the NFL.
Now I looked at the alignment of the teams and who's going to be. The XFL have different teams that they're working in. Different cities.
Like us,
but they play at the same time.
Right.
Whew. So they're basically going to compete against the AAF.
It's football on football on football.
You have to choose, like, if the AAF game is on and an XFL game on, now you got to choose. It's kind of like the Monday Night Wars. They just walked into that one.
And sometimes having so much going on could actually lose.
It dilutes the fan base.
Right.
That's dangerous because that was the downfall of the USFL. They were playing in the spring and they was doing pretty good. And then our 45th president of the United States owned a team, and he proposed that the USFL compete against the NFL in fall games. And that's where they effed up.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. You can't dilute nothing for football fans. Only thing you can dilute is their beer.
Ask the USFL players and leagues and officials.
I mean, well, that's different, though. Ain't nobody suggest to go up against the people that do this for real.
Just saying.
Plus, this is working with, not against. They learned. You're working with the NFL.
And I think that's the different, because
I don't know if they're working with the NFL.
That's the difference.
The NFL
I think they are, because Bill Polian is ahead of this league.
Right.
Bill Polian has strong ties with the NFL. He's a respected senior management guy. I think he's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame GM.
Yep. 2 years ago, I think.
So yeah, I think because of those close ties with the NFL, I think the AAF would last a little bit longer.
And then plus you have so many former players who just play in the NFL too. Not like they was gone for 5 years. Like you got guys like I heard Zach Stacy is playing.
Yes, he is. A lot of former Rams are playing in the league.
Right. So and then you got a lot of former NFL coaches like Mike Martz and them. So it's a lot of time.
Well, Mike got to find
Steve Spurrier is a riot, man. He is one of the headliners.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that he says, because they mic him up. This dude is like well in his 70s.
Right.
He's sharp though.
Once you hit 70, you don't give a damn what you say.
He's sharp, and yeah.
Get nothing.
Well, he was always the type of guy that really didn't care. Now he really doesn't care.
Right? Because he's like, I'm 70. What you gonna do to me? Huh?
That's him fired.
You gonna fire me? That's abuse of the elderly.
I'm a man. I'm 70.
I'm a hip.
Go to YouTube and look him up on AAF. Steve Spurrier. You're gonna get your laugh on, man.
All right. So
I get my laugh on with John Gruden. They had the funniest sounds of the NFL season.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody came up and yelled. He was like, ah! And John was like, shut the bleep up.
He's back in his element.
Yeah.
So that's the AAF. Once again, people let us know your thoughts on that league. NBA All-Star Weekend just went down. Go ahead.
If I see another dunk contest like this, I'm going to slap somebody, mama. I'm sick of this. The most exciting, the only exciting dunks were when they jumped over people. One dude tried to jump over the model plane and broke it.
I was like, oh my God. Like, no.
You know what? I'm afraid this is gonna happen again. I remember the first time they took away the slam dunk title, the championship, slam dunk contest rather. They might take this thing away again because I think they didn't seen everything.
What they need to do?
They're trying all this stupid stuff.
Get your premier players to participate.
But man, that won.
Oh yeah,
he came with it.
Hamidou Diallo.
He came.
Everybody's talking about the dunk that he jumped over Shaq.
Right.
Hamidou Diallo, bro.
I am raving over the first dunk he did, where he looked the rim dead in the eye.
That ain't topping the Shaq dunk.
I know it ain't topping it.
He jumped over Shaq, arm in the hoop.
I know it ain't topping it.
Nothing topping that.
But just the sheer hops that he had,
right,
to look the rim dead in the eye evenly.
First of all,
dunk that thing.
Everybody in the damn dunk contest got hoops on All-Star Weekend. Got hoops and hops. Just got it. Just
not like him. Not everybody was looking
getting running starts.
Not everybody was looking at the rim, even with the running start.
Man, that's because that wasn't a dunk.
That was hops, man.
That wasn't a dunk. That was his dunk.
And his height.
Everybody was like,
he's not that tall.
Yeah, he's like around 6'6".
He's like 6'6".
Everybody was like, it was so bland. Oh, he looked at it. That was the highlight of his dunk.
It would be different if he was like 7 foot.
I remember back when the highlight of the dunk was you put it under both your legs, like Aaron Gordon. Both your legs, jumping over the mascot on the dang on hoverboard.
He still didn't
he wasn't on the hoverboard. Hey, that's because Zach came with them, boy, because Zach had that around the woo. Wow, like that was.
But do you feel Aaron Gordon should have lost?
Man,
I gotta remember he's young, so he.
I feel like they should have kept going.
He don't remember that Vince Carter
Negro, the 360 with the 180 turnaround. That was technically a 540 when you look at it, but since he didn't do the extra 180 in the air, man, look, they need to put Vince Carter back in there. He's still doing it.
Yeah, and I was around.
He is. See how he's still doing these dunks.
They ain't doing it like that though.
Vince Carter, that single performance was the greatest performance of slam dunk title history.
Man, let me tell you what I want to see.
Pound for pound.
In next year's dunk contest, I want to see Zach LaVine. I want to see Aaron Gordon. I want to see Russ.
You ain't gonna do it.
I want to see Russ.
And I want to see this year's winner.
Hamidou Diallo?
Yeah. Throw him in there.
And Zion Williamson.
Ooh,
I mean, well, you only get 4.
Oh, my Lord.
Change the rule. Because
Lord.
because back in the day, you had like 8 dunkers.
Yeah, you sure did.
First of all, since you're talking about Zion, that dude is too damn big to be trying to get in between his legs and stuff. All this,
but
that's the art of it.
But he does it so effortlessly, though.
Yes, that's the art of it. The big man just getting up
and ferocious,
doing all kinds of stuff. That's what made
Sean Kemp,
Charles Barkley, those guys. Charles Barkley, first of all, he's short and he's big. There ain't no way he should be dunking like that. And then you mentioned Sean Kemp. That dude was a monster.
Man, first of all,
that dude was a monster.
Wasn't neither one of them swole like Zion. Zion looked like Zion swole. He that swole where he can't move
a freaking tank. He a freaking tank.
You ever seen a tank try to turn?
It's hard. Somebody done slapped his mama around twice. And he got the dunk to get to hit you.
Hey, but Zion, he is a special specimen for real. Like for his size and all that muscle, but to jump like he's 6'3".
He's like 270.
Dude, no,
he's like
280.
280,
and has damn near a 50-inch vertical.
Yeah,
crazy.
My thing is, the only knock on him is if he can maintain the weight in the NFL.
In the NBA.
Not the he's big enough to play in the NFL.
He said it so confident to maintain the weight in the NFL.
And he likes Stephen A. Smith. All of a sudden.
If he can maintain that weight in the NBA.
The NBA.
He does do that.
One game.
Shout out Stephen A. Smith.
He was like, it's about damn time.
Right.
I forgot he does do that a lot.
As a 9. No.
Wait, what? Right. He just went off all these words. This is a tragedy. This is malarkey. This is asinine. This is corrupt. This is ambiguous. Like what?
Lord, the freaking Webster Dictionary all of a sudden. Yeah, like I said back in the day, you had like 8 freaking dunkers. You had like 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Now you have just 2 rounds and 4 dunkers.
Yeah, because I think all the dunks. Everybody's done everything.
So
pretty much,
right?
Just think about it. That's long. You got to go
done.
through 6 dunks. Then you got to go through another round of 6 dunks. Then you got to knock out 2 people. Then you got to go through 4 more dunks. And you got to go through.
But we have more people. You have more time to rest.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you got to remember TV time.
You've seen every dunk imaginable. Now they've stooped to putting in like silly props like the plane, and it's like it's kind of jumped the shark a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it needs to go away a little bit, maybe a couple years, and then bring it back and refresh it.
Or my idea is have the 3-point contest be the main event.
Yeah, right now, because this is the era of the 3-point shot. Back in the day, the era was dunks. It was all about dunks. Mm-hmm. Now it's 3-point shots. You put that up front. I think because that was,
and you can't tell me you wasn't glued. You can't tell me you wasn't glued watching Joe Harris versus Steph Curry.
I had to watch the replay. I didn't see it live, but
it was a nice battle.
Yeah,
from having Seth Curry in it, Damian Lillard, and the other guys. It was a good competition,
man.
And you thought going in, oh well, this is a shoe in. You know who's gonna win,
right?
But no.
Joe Harris came through.
Steph ain't never won.
Yes, he has.
Mm-hmm. Bro, it's so many people that have won over him, bro.
all the years.
I mean that I know, but he has
won out of how many times he's been in it?
Probably about like 6 times, 5
6 times.
But in this 5, you would think.
You would have thought that. I mean, he was in second place, so he came close. Joe Harris was just hotter.
No, the last time he was in, he lost to Clay.
Right. Yeah, he did.
He ain't even the best 3-pointer on.
But you wouldn't think he would be the winner.
Well,
would be the favorite.
Actually, because last year it was Devin Booker, who I think he outperformed Klay Thompson in the final last year. But Klay Thompson,
it's like the 3-point contest is for the person that don't be getting all the television time, popping all the threes. Okay,
hey, I mean Craig Hodges
still excited, especially if you go head to head like they did last.
But going back, Craig Hodges wasn't a household name always on TV. But look at what he did, and everybody knew who he was.
But you know what? The league and the players knew who he was. It was like everybody else, the whole world didn't know.
Think about what happens after that person wins. Like, all the focus was on Steph. Steph this, Steph that. Clay won. Now everybody was like, hey, Clay can shoot. Yeah, all the focus was on Clay. Devin Booker won. Hey, Devin Booker can shoot. I don't even know if he was in the one this year. I ain't watch it.
Nah, he didn't.
I was like, I ain't worried about this. Ooh, they shooting threes. If I wanted to see that, I'd catch a recap of any game throughout the season. We gonna put what the NBA is in the All-Star weekend. We just gonna put what?
Okay, but then let's not have the skills challenge then. That's not exciting, right?
Shouts out to Jason Tatum.
You see how Jason Tatum won that?
Yes.
You can't tell me that's not exciting the way he did it.
And how he did it was the best thing. From half court.
I love it. I love the whole.
Think about it. You said from half court. Ain't everybody just taking half court shots just because. Like,
that was the joy of him winning that game. I mean, the competition. How he did was he was the first person to be creative and say, "Let me try this," and he made it in. So that was the joy of seeing something different.
But look, that was a risk because I feel isn't it where you take the shot from? That's where you got to make the rest of the touch.
No. As long as it's behind the 3-point line.
I say besides the home run derby, NBA All-Star Weekend is the best All-Star festivities in all the sports.
Oh yeah,
man.
And the 3-point shot, the skills challenge, all.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about the 3-point competition is that they have more of the premier players in that competition than do the dunk competition.
Yeah. And see, now you see the difference though, right?
Because it's the reason why they're premier. Like Sadal said, this is the age of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get recognition by dunking no more. You get recognition by popping the three, blindfolded with one leg, and you're shooting over a brick wall.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
So going to the main event, the actual game, what's your thoughts?
Man,
Did not see the actual game.
Wow.
Didn't really care for it.
It was good. Steph, like last shot of the game was a dunk, a pull-up dunk.
Right.
He threw it down and he pulled up. I was like, damn, Steph. Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, to me, the first half, I was like, oh, here we go. Everybody's shooting crap and doing whatever. But then,
That's how it is. Nobody cared in the first half.
That third quarter.
That's why Steph did that high bounce alley-oop to Giannis.
Which was one of the best plays I've seen in the All-Star game.
Boom.
Amazing
Giannis
play.
like, got it. Yeah, I got it.
But second half, Team LeBron came out of nowhere.
I heard that they honored Wade.
Yeah.
And Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah.
And then for one last time, it made me cry a little bit.
The alley-oop.
We got a D-Wade to LeBron. I was like, dang. It's like when you realize it's over. It's like,
it.
Yeah. Dang, this ain't happening no more.
That's
Well, it
crazy.
wasn't happening no more anyway because they're on different teams. But you know,
Wait until you see somebody come in the league as a rookie, and then all of a sudden you see in their Hall of Fame speech. Then that's when you know.
Right. All right. So that was thoughts on. Did you see J. Cole's performance at halftime?
I didn't see it.
I didn't, but I heard it was dope.
Yeah, he did his thing. So shouts out to
You sound surprised. It's cold, man.
J. Cole. He did his thing, man. All right, so that was NBA All-Star Weekend. So we're not actually at the halfway mark. We a little bit past it in basketball.
Yep.
But let's talk about these standings.
Yep, that's the wrong kind of basketball. That was NCAA.
I see the NBA finally put the numbers on there. Thank you.
They always have the numbers on there.
No, he didn't.
No, it didn't.
Are you talking about from 15 to 9?
Yeah.
Nobody care about them.
But they put the numbers on.
Right.
This is basic math.
They didn't never had numbers on any of them. We had to guess like a number.
They always had the numbers on my app.
Oh, you read from the app.
Right.
I'm reading from the
Yeah,
website.
the actual website. The actual website never had it on. Never had the.
They don't
thing
care
on there.
about y'all.
No, wait a minute. Is that the ESPN or is that the NBA.com?
Oh, this is ESPN.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about NBA.com.
NBA.com.
Yeah, they never had the numbers until now. So,
Right.
Thank you.
Somebody in their tech department like, hey, wait a minute.
Something's missing here.
Now, hold on. Yeah, they do. Well, they had them on the app.
Well, now they do.
No, they've always had them on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the website they didn't.
Well, hey, wait a minute. They're missing.
All right, so
There's some trickery afoot.
West Coast. Let's start number 15. Who
West
wants
Coast, the best
Who
coast.
wants to begin?
I don't want it.
At number 15, a lousy 11 wins, the Phoenix Suns.
Damn.
Sound like how Stan was talking about the Padres during the baseball season last year.
Can't talk about it like that no more.
or the Orioles.
Now you get to talk about them. Now it's mid-season. You get to talk about them.
Okay.
Right. 14, the Memphis Grizzlies.
13, they ain't got no beak, they ain't got no feathers. It's just a skinned turkey flying through the air. But I'm talking about the New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Number 12, Dallas Mavericks. They're not Maverick here.
Good
So
one.
Maverick.
Good one.
They're not all mavericky.
Number 11, your Minnesota Timber Losers.
At number 10, the team that tried to risk it all for the girl, and the girl said, oh my God, I don't even like you. Talking about the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, LeBron said today that the intensity has now ramped up. It's on. 25 games left to go.
Oh.
They, as you said, they in 10th place. What's that? 2 or 3 games behind the Clippers for the last spot. Can the Lakers do it?
They're 3 games.
We'll talk about that in a second. But number 9.
Number 9, we have the Sacramento Jesters. The Kings.
Oh, you can't call them that. They playing good.
Yeah,
It's the West.
they're the Kings.
They're set up in a bad
It's the
environment.
West.
And number 8, Los Angeles Clippers.
At number 7, they're rusty, they're dusty. There's not enough room in the town for the both of them. It's the San Antonio Spurs.
And on a good note, we have number 6, the Utah Jazz.
We have liftoff at number 5. Thanks to the bearded one, Houston Rockets.
And blazing the trail, we've got number 4, the Portland Trailblazers.
At number 3, they are bringing the Thunders to the league, Oklahoma City.
Number 2, and everyone thought they would just stop digging. They keep going for the gold. Got the Denver Nuggets.
And at number 1, defending their kingdom, we've got the Golden State Warriors.
All right.
All right.
Hey, we all did that. It wasn't just Stan this time. We all pitched in.
I love it. It was a lot of pressure just doing it.
Right. Like, wait a minute. Okay. So let me think of one real quick.
It's like, oh, damn. Come on. All right.
East Coast, number 15.
Number 15, they done lost the Knickerbockers. They lost the Sox. They lost everything. It's the New York Knicks.
At number 14, Cleveland sucks. Cavaliers.
At number 13, after trading away damn near everybody good, shoot, the damn Bulls.
At number 12,
I got hope though. We got Otto Porter Jr.
Right.
At number 12, we have the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks.
Ooh. Number 11, they don't have no more bullets. The Mystic is gone. It's the Washington Wizards.
At number 10, they're thinking about relocating Disney World because there's no more magic here. It's the Orlando Magic.
Yes, at number 9, we have the lukewarm Heat.
Number 8, they are no longer the Bad Boys, but they are your Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
At number 7, they've stung everything, so they're dying soon. Give it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
At number 6, man, Brooklyn. We got Brooklyn Nets.
Number 5, we have home of the Fresh Prince, Meek Mill, Kevin Hart, 10-9-8 Philadelphia 76ers.
Don't forget those cheesesteaks coming in at number 4. A real big bully just came along and took the leprechaun's hat, plucked one of the clovers off. So we've got the Boston Celtics.
At number 3, they are on pace to make the playoffs and make a big run. He had the Indiana Pacers.
Number 2, I think they've had like close to 6 Jurassic Park movies that has came out.
Soon to be 7.
And they have currently a 6-game winning streak as well. And that's your
that's a nice one. I see what you did there.
And that's your Toronto Raptors.
And at number 1, don't freak out. Your word in the spelling bee is Antetokounmpo.
I give up.
We're talking about the Greek Freak, who is pretty much the front runner for MVP in some people's eyes. Talking about the Milwaukee Bucks.
All right. So staying
Just
with the
to
East.
update, the top 3 MVP candidates are Giannis, in no particular order. Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden, and Paul George.
Who would have thunk it?
Yes.
But hey, like we said before, Paul George is having an incredible year.
Offense and defense, dude is shutting it down.
Yeah. And shouts out to Russell Westbrook because he pretty much sacrificed his game.
Yeah.
To make sure that Paul George is good and happy and playing the way that he can be comfortable and be productive, and the team is also winning as well.
What was the knock on Russell Westbrook?
He was trying to do it all.
I am not going to say he took a cut because he is now at 11 consecutive triple-doubles.
But it's not like he's doing 30 points a game and 20 rebounds.
He just had 44 in his last one.
No, I'm saying I said a game.
No, he just had 44 in his last game.
Okay, that's just one game.
Okay.
He didn't get my point. What I'm saying is that he's not every game going.
Like every single game,
30 points,
him to do this.
20 rebounds, and 10. That's the point.
Y'all talking about he took a cut? No, he's relaxing. Y'all remember the season he did do that? Who else was there other than him? Nobody. Well, Steven.
That's still the same as saying
it's 6 in here. No, it's a half dozen. It's the same thing.
Uh-oh.
I'm just trying to see. Y'all so confident he did the same thing the next year, too.
Cool.
Averaged a triple-double. Russell Westbrook. And that was with George and Melo.
But look at the numbers that he had to put up in regards to scoring, in regards to putting more energy to make sure the team wins. He doesn't have to do that this year because now he's deferred more to allow Paul George to do his thing. Paul George, how many points is Paul George averaging right now?
But he had to put more energy in when he had George and Melo.
How many points is Russell Westbrook averaging right now? And how much is Paul George averaging right now compared to last year?
Players.
Find that out. Let me know real quick. Because that would say it all right there.
There you go.
Players.
He doesn't have to use as much energy to hope to make the team in a good chance to win the game like he had to do the last year. And you know Carmelo, he ain't the same. So he saw that and he's like, dang, I got to pick up the thing again and carry my team because Paul George still wasn't acclimated for real.
They gave that brother the nickname of Playoff P. How much more acclimated you need to be?
And they lost in the what round?
He must have been acclimated to get Playoff P. It was the curse of Melo.
Well, that too. Like I said, Carmelo.
All right, so right now, Russ is at 21, 11, and 11. Dang. That's pretty good. George. He's at 28, 8, and 4.
And then last year, Russell Westbrook probably averaged like 27 points a game.
Yeah. You look up last year's. Come back.
Man, I'm on
Power rankings.
I don't know if they're
Power rankings. Oh no! Before we do that, going back in regards to the East, who now after all these moves? Because we actually didn't go over everything in regards to the trade deadline.
Here we go. Oh dang it! This ain't it.
We didn't go over everything due to our show at Spoke Session in regards to the actual trade deadline, all the moves that happened. But now that all these moves have happened, you know, Marc Gasol now playing with the Raptors, etc. Who is the best team in the East?
He had 24.7 points last year.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I really going to be like, see, 3? That was 1 3 he missed.
And it's 24, and what was his
Look, I don't know.
Okay,
look, let me tell you something. They had his points. I had to go in and do the damn math. I hate math.
Oh wow.
Had to take it and divide it by 82.
They didn't just have the freaking
No, these are just his stats.
Oh, okay.
Just total.
Raw numbers.
Right. All right. So
now I will say that in 2016, between those two, there was a 230-point drop off.
Ooh.
And right now, he's almost at a 1,000-point drop off between 17 and 18.
On another note, where did Conley go? Marc Gasol went there.
He's still in Memphis.
Conley's still holding it down.
He never got traded. But yeah, so
he is the lone wolf.
Going back, look what Philadelphia did. Getting Tobias Harris and Boban, all of them guys.
Yes.
Who is the team you don't want to face in the East?
The Bucks.
I still say the 76ers, man. I still say the 76ers, man. They just look good right there on paper, man.
Kyrie still a little banged up. They said today Gordon Hayward twisted his ankle in practice.
Oh, Lord.
He still ain't found his groove yet either. It's going to take a minute for him.
No one really scares me other than those two teams, the Celtics or the 76ers. No.
The Bucks don't scare you?
No.
Giannis gives me nightmares.
Giannis does, but everybody else, who are they?
First of all,
in the grand scheme of things.
And the Raptors now that they got Marc Gasol.
What team did old dude go
along
to?
with Kawhi?
Because if he went to the Bucks, that's a wrap.
Who?
Mirotic.
No, Mirotic is still with. No, he did go to the Bucks.
Yep, that's a guaranteed 3. Guaranteed.
Yep.
You got him. You still got what's his face? I almost called him Eric. Yeah, it is Eric. Eric Bledsoe still out here dominating.
Yep.
You got
Chris Middleton.
That's the guy. And John Henson. They all still out here.
No, John Henson got traded to the Cavaliers.
Well, his career's over. That's pretty much where all careers go to that at this point.
But you also got Malcolm Brogdon.
Now that I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't scare me, man.
Man,
No,
look, let me
that
tell you
team is
something.
gelling like Magellan.
They're good. I'm not saying they're scrubs.
Yeah.
And let
I'm
me
not
say
saying they're
this.
scrubs. They just don't. They don't like. They're not like a. Oh man, we gotta really.
Can I say
turn
this?
down with this?
Can I say this? Just because you ain't heard about it, don't mean Jimmy Butler ain't over there still causing mess.
Hey man.
How you think you feel? Some new people came in, be like, but y'all still ain't playing me to my fullest potential.
Hey, Brook Lopez is having like his best 3-point.
Yep, he's on there too.
Yeah. Like he is killing it behind the 3-point line. Probably having his best career numbers behind the 3.
They stacked.
But it's show and prove in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Show and prove in the playoffs.
Hey, but hey, having that
They're
first
gonna
seed,
make the playoffs unless they completely tank. They're gonna make the playoffs, right?
having
So
that
show and
first
prove in the
seed
playoffs.
Oh.
is going to be big for them.
Yeah. He said show and prove. Didn't the Sixers lose in 5 games to the Celtics?
But look how far the Sixers went, though. They
The
wasn't-
Second round.
Yeah.
And I think last year Milwaukee lost in the first round.
Yeah, they did. But it was a good series.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no 5 games. It was like 6, maybe 7.
All I'm saying is the talent that the 76ers have, I just that would be my
Okay, let's look at the talent. You got about 2 that have been to any form of the playoffs, and Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick. Forgot about JJ. So that's 3.
And Tatum. Went to the playoffs last year.
He's on the Celtics. Keep up.
You
Not
talking
Jason Tatum.
about Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons, yeah.
No. Wait, yeah, he did.
Last year he
did
played.
play last
Yeah.
year.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Look,
The other light skinned rookie.
You wanna know why they ain't gonna make it? Cause Ben Simmons ain't learned from none of these other cats about dating a Kardashian blooded person. He's still with Kendall. That's a time bomb. You see what happened?
Yes.
Tristan won at 16, got with Chloe.
Ain't been the same.
Ain't been the same since. It's a curse. It's a cuss, okay?
I don't know.
It's all bad.
Giannis ain't dating
That's my pick.
no Kardashian blooded nothing.
I'm trying to decide who I feel like is the scariest team. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and roll with the Sixers, man. I still feel like they have the higher upside, especially wait till Tobias and Ennis and what's the dude name for the Magic that they got recently? Jonathan Simmons. Getting him along with, like you said, Butler, JJ Redick, Mike Scott. He a shooter. He a baller
Michael
too.
Scott, the manager from Dunder Mifflin. Boy, get out of here.
He's silly. Not him. The other one, no. But
Because he couldn't play on the show worth a damn.
that team is scary. So
I've seen that show.
You saw that episode?
Yeah.
Remember Stanley?
oh Lord. Oh, but update. Joel Embiid will be out for a week due to problem with his knee.
Oh, Lord. There it is. That's a...
So that may be an issue with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know when he injured his knee? When he grazed Regina King's high bun in New York.
He had to
You
get
ain't
the
see that? He pulled a Shaq and jumped over the crowd.
Right.
And his foot was about 3 good inches from Regina King's face.
And she needs her face, man.
Right.
She's a movie star.
Got the Oscars coming up in 3-4 days from now.
Black eye.
You know what I'm saying? Have a patch over her eye. Like a pirate or
Have
something.
her best gown on with a patch on.
Oh,
Looking
man.
like she borrowed the patch from old dude from Brown and Brown.
Call.
They don't know.
Hey, and say what
Say
it
what
was
it
called.
Dial free. Illinois. Dial always. And don't forget, Brown and Brown, if you can't come to us, we'll come to you.
And speaking of
It's a local thing, ladies
Here's
and
a little
gentlemen.
thing.
And speaking of coming to you, spring training is here.
Yes.
This Saturday, here come the games. It's official. This is like, to me, one of the best times of the year, man.
It is, man.
Seeing them guys coming in, getting together, getting things ready. And of course, we represent St. Louis, the Cardinals.
Can I tell you how this
Mike
is
Schill.
even
Now, football
better?
is my favorite sport. But my first love
That
is
passion
baseball,
right there.
man. My
Yeah.
passion. This is the sport I actually played.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why this is
Baseball.
beautiful for me?
Uh-oh.
For the first time in my life, in anybody's life, because it had never happened, we're getting football, basketball, and baseball at the same time.
At the same
it's not the
damn
first
time.
time.
This
At
is
the
like
same-
when you take the circles, when you have a 3-circle Venn diagram and you meet in the middle.
I forget you're too young, man.
He
It's
talking
not the
about
first
he
time.
talking about the sports equinox. I mean, all 4 sports play like the same time or same day, whatever.
It has happened before.
Right, it has.
When all four come together.
Four.
When all four come together. All right.
But yeah, so
But baseball, man.
baseball, yes, Cardinals spring training is here.
I'll tell you what. Cardinals outlook. I know we're going to talk. We're going to talk about this in depth in the coming weeks. But I
Right.
could say initially, I say it's a slightly better outlook, but not too different outcome.
Dude,
Sadar, you had one job.
right.
You had one job.
Go back to 3 weeks ago
You
and what
had
Stan told you
one damn job.
on the show when KM was here.
I'm not gonna quell my thoughts on the baseball because I'm pretty much right?
No.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
We
I was
don't
right last year about the Cardinals, wasn't I?
we don't have Matheny no more. That was your biggest issue.
Right, I said a slightly positive outlook on the Cardinals.
none
But my thing is this year, they really didn't make any
Huh?
big moves.
What? Are you serious?
They got Goldschmidt.
Dude.
They got Miller. Yes.
And
they got those 2 guys.
And our players that we have right now are going to be starting this
Their
season.
payroll shrunk
They're going to
by
be
10
starting
million this year.
healthy.
And that was more so
Healthy.
by choice because they, like we said before about the whole Bryce Harper thing, they could easily acquire him if they wanted to. But that's, as you said before, that's not their model. But
You know what I equate? You know what I equate?
You are still,
with the money?
you are still underestimating Paul Goldschmidt. This dude is actually a better overall player than Bryce Harper. He just is not getting that backing because he's not like a big public figure
Plus, he's older.
like Bryce Harper.
He's
But
More seasoned.
Goldsmith is a better overall player defensively and offensively. Look at the numbers. Compare his numbers to Bryce Harper. He'll make Harper look like Dexter Fowler.
That's not the argument, man.
Damn.
I agree with you.
But I'm saying, you saying, oh, they only got go. That was a huge move for this team because they haven't had that presence since Pujols. Tony La Russa even said Goldsmith reminds him of Pujols. You don't hear
They the same age, all that nonsense.
you don't hear many guys be compared to someone like Pujols in his prime.
I look at his age, though, man. I look at his age. Yes, in the past, he did this. He's 31, 32 now.
So you feel that his best years are already left.
I'm not saying that.
How old was Albert?
I'm
when he
saying
did it?
I don't know.
This is
I
the
don't
perfect time
know.
for you to do the damn thing.
So that's in question until we see some games and see what he does. I hope he does. I hope he plays just like he played, when he played in Arizona. But right now, as it stands, I see them in second place, but they just missed the playoffs by maybe a game or 2.
Well, one job.
They missed that. They missed the wild card by a game or 2.
One damn job. Just one.
Last year they just flat out missed.
You had one.
This time they'll be in second place and they will put up a fight. I don't see them winning over 90 games. I
Wow.
don't see them winning over 90 games.
You don't see them winning over 90.
No.
Wow.
You
They won 88 they won 88 games,
Is
right?
that because they are a byproduct of a tough division?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Because look at the Reds.
That's part of it.
Look at the Reds
Yeah.
now. You know they got Puig and Adam.
You got
Matt
the,
Kemp.
You got
know?
the team from Chicago, yeah.
And the Brewers.
And you
still
got the
there,
Brewers.
right?
And then you got the Reds.
The Pirates. They
Reds. I still the jury's still out on the Reds.
Right,
Now they
right.
got some.
Right.
They got some pieces.
But there's more competition now in that
right,
central.
but it's more. Yeah, it's more competition,
But
and
now
the
it's
Cardinals
still the
are
Raiders.
not as dominant as they used to be. Where you could say, "Oh yeah, man, easily they'll win the division. They'll go to the playoffs." You can't say that anymore.
Right.
And not just our division. Just whole. When you talk about wild card, you talk about the whole league too.
Right.
You got some people. You got some players that are teams that are balling.
Right.
We're not the only game in town anymore. And that's why I say what I said. I said what I said. And last year I was right.
Yeah,
What was I supposed to do? Lie?
call it how you want it in the only sport you're good at calling.
I'm calling it like I see it right now.
Oh my God.
As it stands today. Now it may change at opening day. It may change at the wild card. Not the wild card, at the All-Star break. But as it stands right now, at the beginning of spring training, the way I see it, this is the way I see it right now.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. When did you say that they were going to be in third place?
I said that at the beginning of the season. Just so happened to be around this time. I said the Cardinals was going to be third place and out of the playoffs. Didn't I say that? Let's go back.
How many baseball?
Let's go back to the tape.
How many suggestions, predictions did you make concerning baseball throughout the season here on this show?
Pretty much.
And how many? And how many of them came true? Every
much.
single damn one.
Not every one of them.
Every single.
I thought I was wrong. I thought I was wrong all the
one.
time.
No, did you not hear me say baseball
Baseball
is
is
the
the
only
only sport.
thing you're good at? When it comes to football, you get on a heater and then you just you fall. When it comes to basketball, I don't even think.
I'm talking about predictions in football. No.
Oh.
I'm talking about predictions in football.
Oh.
Right? Wrong. Oh, you too. Lad Mr. Third place.
He just happy that he wasn't in last this year because it was another
It's
person.
pretty easy to do when you go 2 and 18 in a week. You only win 2 games in a week in a pick.
Hey,
Come on, man.
Hey,
It's
recall
pretty
that
easy.
week.
It's pretty easy.
Recall
to
that
not go
week
into third
at
place.
Herb Arts, and he was like, "Man, freaking, I got the Giants."
Right. Here, pick it off. Right, he's talking about that one week
So
when I went bad. When I said you gonna talk about the week when I said
now.
2 tears in a bucket.
Shade.
I like how you brought up the week I didn't care.
Yeah.
The week I said 2 tears in a bucket. You gonna bring up that week? Can't bring up no other week. You can bring up that week.
Okay, let's not bring up that week. Let's bring up the whole doggone pick 'em.
The whole season.
Let's compare my record to your record week by week and see who won week by week. But we ain't talking about football, pick 'em. We talk about baseball.
The only thing
And
you're
spring
good at
training
predicting on this show
It's baseball.
It's baseball.
and with
Why
the
thank you,
team
baby.
you
Whether we like it or
love,
not,
with the team you love,
that should be the one.
you gonna just write them off right now. Can't even give them
I'm
90.
not gonna predict the Cardinals winning the World Series. So what do you want me to do?
Maybe you put that energy toward it. It could have happened.
Right. It's your fault. It's your
Come
fault.
on,
wasn't
church,
right.
man. What do they say? Life and death in the power of the what? The tongue. So speak it. Damn it. Speak it into existence. Acting like you don't be. Yo, you must not be listening. Don't make me call Starsky. I know you ain't passing no more, but I'm snitch on you for all the weeks when you wasn't listening.
Man, why you got snitch, man?
Stitches against stitches.
I ain't bringing up hoes.
Oh man, yeah. So
Yeah, one job. Good job.
once again, spring training is here.
Speaking of great players, Cardinal Hall of Fame class 2019, man. The ballot is out.
Yeah. So last
I got
year.
it up here. Let's see.
Yeah, last year, congrats once again to Ray Langford, Vince Coleman for making it happen their first year on the ballot, unanimous choices. This year, you
It's
have.
gonna be tough.
Yes, it is.
It's
Now,
gonna be tough a little bit.
now what they do is you can only choose 2 guys, 2 former players, and like the third person, like one of those off the field kind of contributors to the Cardinals, whatever.
So let's just pick R2.
Right.
You want to do that?
So the 6 players we have are Keith Hernandez.
Mhm.
And if you have any, memories or anything that, kind of just comes into your mind with these players.
Well,
just
Keith
say something.
Hernandez was prominent when I was born, so that's
And he was one of the best first basemen that they've had.
He
Like,
was.
probably Pujols 1, Hernandez maybe right
2,
there, right
yeah.
behind him.
Yeah.
Jason Isringhausen.
Oh my God, he drove me nuts.
Yes, he did. Now, he does hold the franchise record with 217 career saves.
But man,
it was the journey.
Oh my God, he blew so many doggone saves. Oh,
It was a journey. Matt Morris.
Mr. Dependable,
Yeah.
Mr. Reliable.
He always shut up every five days.
Yeah,
And did his thing.
Matt Morris, man.
This guy here, like you talking about trying to replace a legend.
He's the closest thing to the replacement.
Edgar Renteria. He was so underrated too. I don't think he wasn't really appreciated for what he brought to the team. I think
he should be in the baseball.
Really?
Hall of Fame.
Whoa now.
Yes.
You got too much dip on your chip.
No, I don't. I think Renteria can make an argument.
So check this out. He may actually be.
I ain't saying first ballot, but I'm just saying one day.
As of right now, he may be the most prolific offensive shortstop that we've ever had. Yeah. He set a franchise record for batting average, batting .330, in doubles 47 as a shortstop in 2003, while also driving in 100 runs. He won 2 Gold Gloves and 3 Silver Sluggers. Dude was underrated, and he was my late grandmother's favorite player at the time. Yeah. She loved them some Edgar Renteria. So
3 All-Star games, 3 times All-Star games. Went to the World Series a couple times with the Cardinals and the Marlins. Yeah. I'd say he's in the discussion for Hall of Fame.
Now this next guy should be in the Hall of Fame too.
Man,
one of the best third basemen in all of baseball, Scott Rowland.
Oh yeah, Boogie.
Part of MV3. Anytime the ball came his way, you knew.
Yeah, that's it. Up there.
Like, just don't even run.
Yeah, I mean, ball would be away off the line, and all of a sudden you see a glove snatching that thing. He'd get up in one swoop, fire that thing all the way to first.
And it'd be right at the
on
chest.
A dime.
Yes.
Rolling the pool house was just a beautiful time.
Yes, it was. And then last but not least, the lefty, John Tudor. He holds the Cardinals record for winning percentage at .705 and ERA at 2.52 among pitchers with a minimum of 750 innings. And he was second in the NL Cy Young voting, posting a 1.93 ERA in 1985. Mm-hmm. And he was a member of 2 NL Penn teams. So, out of those 6 guys, correct?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, yep. Which 2 should go in this year? I had to say it's Rowland.
Yeah, Rowland. Rowland is the automatic.
Rowland.
My second guy is Matt Morris.
Really?
Yes.
Over Keith Hernandez and Renteria?
Keith Hernandez over Renteria, because Matt Morris, he was like a part of that Cardinal team, that fabric. When you thought about the St. Louis Cardinals, he was the most dependable guy there.
He had grit.
For all those years.
He had grit. He was, like you said, he picked up the ball every day.
Renteria's good, but he came over from another team. Keith Hernandez, I didn't really see him play, but you remember him more as a New York Met than a Cardinal.
As a Cardinal, he won 6 straight Gold Gloves at first base, made 2 All-Star teams, and helped the franchise win championship in '82.
Yeah, but Matt Morris.
That's how I feel like would be the second person going in. Keith Hernandez.
You would say Keith Hernandez.
Yeah. Who you got?
Jason Isman. No.
I mean, he'll get in eventually, but I just don't know how soon.
Let me tell you, man. I was a young Stan.
You're still a young Stan.
No, you're just old. I was a young Stan.
Older.
Down at Busch Stadium. Just walking the field, part of the little league program, and all of that. And who do I see? A jersey with a name that I could not say at that time, and he signed my baseball.
That's what's up.
Signed it. It's somewhere in the house, but he signed it. Okay, and if he gets in, I'll give it back to him for $50. Got to make a profit.
For $50, that's it.
$50.
Well, that shows how much you care about him.
I ain't trying to rob his pockets, man. He ain't been playing in
years. Give back the ball.
Hey.
Would you give back?
It's a big rich town, okay?
All right, Fitty. Hey, real quick update. Tonight is the big game, Duke versus North Carolina.
Yes.
At Cameron, North Carolina is up 24-17.
North Carolina
is up 24-17. They are the 8th ranked Tar Heels versus the number 1 Duke Blue Devils.
Duke can't lose. Duke can't lose. Them three gonna do what they do. I can't remember the other one now. You got Barrett, Williams, and
Cam Reddish.
Yeah, him. Them three gonna come back and do what they do, which is why everybody was like, so draft.
And oh yeah, the draft.
And don't forget the draft.
Okay.
Wait.
The draft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh damn! I almost forgot the draft.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, that too.
How I forget the draft?
All right. So this has
And then
been,
you got the draft. No.
This has been another incredible show. Once again, it's good to be back.
Ooh, can somebody close the door? I feel a draft.
Oh, you silly.
Hey, there's one topic on here that's got me scratching my head all week.
And we will have Stan to bring this topic up.
Wait. There's a whole topic in between the two, fellas.
Which one is that?
Is this your leader?
No,
No,
your topic.
No, but from the message you put in, is this your leader comes before that. Oh, you switched it up? Oh, damn. Couldn't want a brother.
All you got to do is look on our page on YouTube.
How am I gonna look at it?
The topics are on our YouTube page,
How am I
bro.
look at it? How am I look at it?
What's your fancy
I'm
tab?
not that conceited. I'm not gonna look at myself. Y'all just some conceited mother lovers.
Fancy tablet.
Y'all just some conceited mother lovers.
You
looking at
got
yourself.
the email too.
You got all of the
Well,
technology.
actually, I get the messenger. You know, forward in technology. Hit me at such and such 2002 at gmail.com. Look, this is what he put in the group on Sunday.
First of all,
Right.
bottom line is it's the topic. Let's talk about it.
Look,
Right.
yeah, it's called Ball Out. Y'all probably wondering what in the bleep is that?
I sure don't know.
All right,
Well.
so Barack Obama, like I can't even make this up, along with Adam Silver. Well, actually, it's the National Basketball Association and the International Basketball Federation are looking to launch a league in Africa in 2020. It's going to be called the Basketball Africa League, which is pretty cool. Let me get all the presiding countries. It's going to be Angola, Egypt, Kenya, Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda. What's up, Rwanda? Senegal,
Wakanda,
South Africa.
Gotta be cheap. They win everything.
And Tunisia is expected. And then you got Wakanda.
You mean Tunisia?
No, that's the girl that he used to know.
Oh, okay. That's the one. That's the one that got away.
Her last name was Williams, man. She has some hazel eyes. Lord.
Oh, her. No, I was playing. Stop.
Boy, cause Smooth, you know what my response was gonna be? It's kind of pedophilistic, don't you think, brother? Like it's a
Right.
It's an age gap. You almost got
Come on
yourself in
now,
trouble.
don't get Robert. Don't get Robert.
Do you mind?
Oh Lord.
This is
No, don't do it. No.
Do you have your passport?
We all talk about that.
while I'm feeling on your.
Oh my God.
Oh, we about to get shut off the air, man. The views of Smooth does not reflect.
It's back.
Sportstalk shit.
So yeah, it is Tunisia.
Disclaimer.
So yeah, they're starting that in 2020. Bismack Biyombo, he's one of the highlighted basketball players. You know, they're speaking about it. And there it is.
I'm surprised Embiid ain't saying more about
That's what's up, man. This is different.
I mean, well, you know, Embiid got the process going on over here. He ain't leaving. I feel like that's more for over in Africa.
Kind of like the AAF.
I don't feel like I don't feel like any of the players here that are of African descent gonna go back home to play. I think that
I'm playing for my country.
Unless it's like a summer league kind of deal. Kind of like the World Baseball Classic, the way they do it.
Update: Carolina's up 30-17.
Ooh wee.
What half is it?
First half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an Alabama game.
I think that's what's up.
Ooh.
I didn't think.
Ooh, y'all want to know how to figure out if the Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl or not?
It's based off of what Alabama
It
does.
all depends on Alabama. The year that Alabama wins, the Patriots lose.
Dadgummit.
The year that Alabama loses, the Patriots win.
Huh.
So now, if it ever comes down,
Who would have thunk it?
if it ever comes
Yeah, you got. He only Stan can do the voice.
That sounds like it hurt. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, you know.
So
I can't be doing them high notes like that.
Right.
Just,
So yeah,
just
like next time it comes down to it, I'm gonna be pulling for Alabama.
Yeah, we should have cheered for a little bit harder for Alabama.
Right. Dang it. And not all because I wanted it. You were right. Damn it.
So check this out. During the game, Zion Williamson headed to the locker room after slipping and tearing through his shoe. 36 seconds into the game.
What?
He tore through his shoe.
Tore through his shoe.
What does that mean?
So like while he was playing, his foot went right through his shoe.
You need to have on better socks, bro.
Oh, I thought you meant like his ankle broke or foot broke or something. Like
we don't know, but
Tore through his shoe.
That's like some cartoonish kind of deal.
This
Like,
just a big ass dude.
right.
God damn
So
it.
check
let's just hope that it's just
It's
that
just
he just
right.
tore through his shoe.
So check out the
And
video
nothing
if y'all
else tore through
can.
anything else.
Yeah, check out the video if y'all can to see for
Because
yourself.
that'll just be, oh my God,
Yeah.
that'll just be devastating.
And what else is funny is that
Does he
for
appear
4
hurt?
consecutive years,
Oh, yeah, it didn't look good. So he was trying to plant his foot, and while he was planting his foot on his back leg, the foot went through the shoe, and he was in pain.
Oh damn!
So, and it looked like he kind of like twisted his leg a little bit because it kind of like a turf toe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like if you plant your foot
Oh, don't say turf toe.
in grass,
Don't
and
say
you know,
turf toe.
and how your foot gets stuck.
Yeah.
That's how it looked. So I don't know any update
For
but
a big ass shack about turf toe and people like that,
yeah.
you got turf toe problem. Lord.
I mean, his foot went right through the shoe. Hey, they're gonna sue Nike. Wow.
you can't sue Nike. That's a big ass foot.
Yep.
It's like wearing paper. Oh, there it is. Right. Ooh, damn.
Yeah. See,
Ooh,
right through the sole.
like the sole came off.
Right.
He's walking. He's going to
He's
limp. He's
limping.
walking.
Yeah.
He is walking.
So I'm not
but
sure.
He limp, but he's walking.
I'm not sure if he has came back to the game or not.
Take them off.
Get some new shoes.
Mamba mentality. Tape up, tighten your laces, come back.
Yeah.
Man, when he did that, he just went.
But you know what? Think about that contract.
He is not
First
on the
round.
bench. He's not on the court or on the bench. So yeah, it looks like he's
You better protect
It's all
that. Protect that future.
But what's crazy is they said that these prices for this game tonight was like minimum of $2,000.
Yo, what?
Except for the student section,
Yes.
which, you know.
The price of
minimum.
this game minimum was $2,000.
That's how much the least expensive Super Bowl ticket was on the day of the Super Bowl.
And,
This is a college game.
and guess who? And guess the reason why?
Zion.
And now he ain't even playing.
Everybody's
Dang.
like, damn it, I want my money back.
This is not good. Man.
That's like back when Hayward came to Boston and they had the home opener in Boston. Like the first game of the year was in Boston. Everybody was like, yeah, Hayward, crack. I want my money back. I want.
So
I want
going back,
my money back.
what's your thoughts on the league?
Well, since there's so many players of African descent throughout the NBA right now, and they're coming from home over here, it allows more of an opportunity. Oh, is he hurt? Oh, he don't look too good. Okay. It allows more of an opportunity for them at home instead of trying to uproot themselves from their family, from the way of living over there. It's just like, it's less stress, less of a hassle.
And then plus, like you said, it gives others opportunities to, make a name for themselves, possibly as well.
Hey, Sadar, I just want to tell you something. I just thought about it. LaMelo Ball has expressed he wants to play college ball.
Talking about Kansas, your team, KU.
He either going to Kansas or
Ooh,
USC.
that's one thing we missed.
He said Kansas or USC. One of those.
Yeah, that was skipped this week. The
Yeah.
polls. All right.
Yeah, we just about at the end. Anyway,
This your leader.
So,
I actually got one this one.
Oh, you got one?
Let's go.
Because I ain't got diddly.
So, who is your leader?
So for those who did not watch the show, shame on you. But check it out.
That's one of the.
Unless you were watching,
whoever
turned it off
started
due to
this
technical
topic,
difficulties.
my
Then
God,
that's our bad. That's
you
our
done
bad.
started something,
Yes.
and you just sat back and just listened.
Just
Boy,
bask.
because that was funny.
Just bask in the glory.
Dude tried to put Russ over Drew. What kind of mess?
Hey.
Anyway, this is
he agreed.
Oh yeah, what kind of mess was you on?
I forgot what I wasn't in my right mind like that.
Clearly. Clearly.
So I'm sorry. Once
I'm
again,
praising the Patriots.
once
I don't know what
again,
the heck I was thinking.
for those about it for the first time, if this your leader is kind of like if this your king from Wakanda, we're gonna choose two players and see who do you feel is the better leader. All right, go ahead. Sit down.
I ain't got nothing.
Okay, your choice is
Ding.
James Harden
That's the easy one for me.
or I said it. Toronto.
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. And let me explain why.
Yeah, why?
Even though
I'm saying Harden, but go ahead.
Kawhi Leonard, because even though he pulled that stunt he did in Lord San Antonio. Yeah, I don't know. I was about to say Dallas. Why? Even though he pulled that stunt in San Antonio, y'all remember they went to the finals, beat LeBron and them, and Kawhi was the Finals MVP. A brother that wore oversized clothes in a 1978 Bronco.
But it was, to me, it wasn't like everyone was saying,
And
let's follow Kawhi. Let's follow him. He's a leader. I don't feel like that. I mean, he got the glory because of what he did in the series, but I don't feel like it was because the team was like, let's ride behind Kawhi and he'll take us all the way. I don't feel like that with him.
But you feel like that with Harden?
Yes.
Who for 2 years has shown you that he cannot take you all the way. He does not know the way.
But he
does not
has,
know the way.
what I would say different, and the biggest issue is what Kawhi did with San Antonio. But with Harden, my thing is that at least he is saying, you know what, I'm putting y'all on my back. I'm putting in the effort to wait. That's a big difference. Like I said, he may not have gotten the results, you know, so we got that understood. But at least he's saying, hey, get on my back. I got y'all. I'm going to try to take y'all the way through. Look what he's doing right now. While Chris Paul was out.
I know what he's doing right now.
While Capella has been out, Rockets has stayed afloat because he's had to take that challenge and say, you know what? I got y'all right now. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And look what he's been doing. How many games now it's been? Scoring 30 points.
Like 31?
Right. He's had to do that. He wants to take those crazy shots. He wants to put himself in that position to do so. Kawhi isn't like that. He's more of a system guy, but he's so talented for what he does. He fit in that system with the Spurs when you had Duncan and Ginobili and Parker. He fit well. The Heat couldn't prepare for him because they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. I guarantee you when LeBron and Dwayne
They beat him the year before.
Wait. I guarantee you when LeBron and D Wade and all of them were scouting the Spurs for that series, they weren't saying watch out for Kawhi. They were still saying watch out for who? Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Parker.
Yeah.
But you face the James Harden team, what you gonna say first?
James Harden.
That's my thing. I feel like Harden, he wants that spotlight. He wants to say, everybody, get on my back. Let's do this. Kawhi is like he's more of a silent assassin.
I wanna bring it back to two things.
I got another one too.
You said he's doing all of this. The key words that you said right after that were right now. Because you know good and damn well that ain't coming in April or May to get them to June. You know it's not.
But he's
you
still,
can't sit here and tell me
put in the effort. I also say effort. I said that he's putting the team on his back, and whether they win or lose, he's putting himself out there saying, I want to take y'all to the promised land. I want to do my best by putting myself out there and say, guys, right behind me. Once again, he has not shown that he can deliver in regards to taking them to the finals yet by himself, but he's putting out that effort. That's not what Kawhi Leonard does. He's more of I'm a quiet, laid back.
Yeah.
I'm going to just play my game. Da. He's not that, guys. Come on. I got y'all. Let's do this. That's why I feel he's a better leader than Kawhi Leonard. Better player, I would say, that's tough. That's tough.
I'm glad I just laughed like.
That's tough. That's tough, man, because James Harden is special, but he has to deliver something that Kawhi Leonard has done. But in regards to leadership qualities, I'm saying James Harden. That's all.
I have another one, but I don't know how versed you are in baseball. I got a baseball one.
Uh-oh.
If this is a good one. Who is your leader? Manny Ramirez
Oh, Lord.
or Yasiel Puig?
Oh, Lord. Now, like what Coach Bethany said, we actually had to have some guys who are leaders. These two guys.
I cheated on one. I said push.
These two guys lead as clowns for real. Like clown
Talking
shows.
about lead clown at the hoedown with the bull.
So that's the stipulation. They have to be leaders.
Are we talking
some kind of way, right?
Clown in the bull riding competition?
Golly. Oh my
That's
God.
tough.
So if I was to choose a leader between those two,
I'll tell you who mine is.
who you gonna say, Manny?
No,
What, please?
Puig. I just seen how his demeanor is during the games.
So
He is serious,
His
like-
passion and his drive,
They both have passion.
but his drive.
But
is
I
more.
think his drive and his focus is more focused on winning. If you see him throughout the game,
he's always
serious. He'll do some antics, but he's zigzagging, but he's going straight.
yeah, like basically he
He's going in that. He's going in the same direction. He's
He's
zigzagging.
zigzagging
going
in a specific
in the same direction as the team.
And-
Manny, you don't know what the hell he's thinking.
he was just so talented.
He
for
was
real.
talented.
But he was also so
Does
goofy.
he care about winning? Maybe.
Yeah, but and like you said with Puig, he goes each which way.
Yeah.
But you know that
He actually cares, and he's deep
yes,
down his heart.
yes.
He wants to win.
Yes. That's the biggest, and because
he want to win. He don't care who you got to win.
like think about it, his background. From where he came from.
Yeah.
Is he Dominican or Cuban or something like that?
I think he's.
But bottom line,
It's a rough background.
Cats like him, they come with that
chip, man.
that flair, but that chip.
Yeah.
And like, you could tell he actually wants to win. He ain't out there just doing no willy-nilly Manny Ramirez type crap. Like you don't see him cutting off a throw from center field,
Right.
and then throw it from his butt.
Right.
No,
I know.
he the one that fired that ball all the way home on a dime.
He'll flip it, but he'll fire it on the dime.
Exactly. So I'll take.
He'll
Puig.
lick his back, but he'll hit the home run with it.
I'll take Puig. Who you got, Stan?
This y'all had nothing to do with that. I'm just tired. I just want to put that out there right now. I'm just tired. They got
Tired.
nothing to do
That's
with
my
that.
two, yeah.
Baseball really ain't my main sport.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, that's why I didn't ask.
I had you though. I got you, man. I got you.
1 out of 2. No, that is bad. That's a 50. I was like 1 out of 2.
That's an awesome batting average, though.
It is. Oh, that's amazing.
baseball.
500?
Right.
You got 500.
I mean, you was 50-50 chance every time you step to the plate.
All right.
You gonna whack it or not.
Up next, we have Congrats, You Were Right.
Yes, I have a congrats. You were right to the creators of the AAF. I laughed. When we talked about it initially,
We sure did.
We kind of laughed it off. Oh, it's a league.
No, we laughed at the Freedom Alliance.
Sure
That's
did.
what we
that was the
laughed at.
Freedom
We laughed
Alliance.
at the Freedom
So now
Alliance.
you take it back.
No, I'm not going to take it back.
Oh, okay.
Because I still didn't think this league would really last. I thought it was like one of those Freedom Alliances that this league wouldn't really produce anything of any value. But they have really put together a product on the field that is really entertaining. And kudos to them, man. I hope it lasts. So yeah. Bill Polian and Troy Polamalu and Hines Ward, all those guys that created the league, congrats. You were right about this league.
There it is. And update. North Carolina 37, Duke 30. Oh, Obama at the game.
Duke 30?
Yes.
Yo, what? Huh?
They just showed Obama at the game too. That's pretty cool.
Maybe that's why the ticket's so damn much.
How the heck they come back like that?
Just like that too.
Wow.
And Zion we found. So
that's how you know this dude team is scary.
Yeah.
Yep. You got one? Congrats, you were right.
No, I don't.
All right. And I don't have one either. Up next.
Are they doing a Wakanda dance? Oh, no, they're not. I thought they was in the
They better not. All them
y'all too white.
Cameron crazies.
Y'all too white for that.
Right. I was
just
gonna say
call it how
it.
it
I
is.
wasn't gonna say it,
I'ma
but he
say
did.
it.
He did it.
Ugh. Did he just air all that hard?
Bruh, you tripping.
Yeah, I got one.
Here we go.
The 76ers is going to win the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, Negro. I cleaned it up real fast. Yeah, you tripping, brother.
I believe it. They're going to win the Eastern Conference Finals.
You tripping.
Yep.
Again, we have called it. The only sport that when you call it, it sticks is baseball. This is basketball.
But you know what?
It starts with a B. Got two B's in it.
I
Two A's, two L's.
I still like the
And the
76ers
E.
out of that league.
Out for the rest of the game, Zion.
With a knee. Oh.
Yes.
Dang.
It's all bad.
So I'm just thinking about his future.
Like I said, the reason why people was paying $3,000, $2,000 is not even.
This hope is precautionary why he's out for the rest of the game.
And you know
and
what?
not real serious.
You know what? Real quick, that goes back to that's why you have to pay these players.
See?
Because
insurance.
Duke is benefiting by getting fans to pay $2,000 for a ticket to see basically, I mean, of course, a team, but because of Zion.
Yeah, and he goes out, plays us all, and now his future may be in jeopardy depending on the seriousness of his injury.
Right.
That's why I hope he put out an insurance policy of some kind.
His insurance policy going to be the league when he goes next year.
There is those that exist. I know it exists in football.
Mm-hmm. So. All right, you got one, bro. You tripping?
No.
All right.
I just got all the segments here.
So, bro. So for me, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I thought about it hard today. I'm like, here we go. LeBron James will never win another championship again.
Bro, you tripping, man.
Bro, you tripping.
I'm thinking about next year.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
You tripping.
You tripping, man. That was a good one.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Because
you tripping.
As soon as they get Davis, it's gonna happen. It's gonna get
man,
Davis.
it's gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't guaranteed now.
It's gonna happen.
No,
Look,
it's not.
Yes, it is, because Demp's is gone.
Right?
Gone.
But AD is still not a free agent.
He will be.
No, he's
But look
not.
at the other free agents on the
He's not a free agent. Next year, he's still under the Pelicans.
Okay, he can still get traded.
He's not a free agent.
He can get traded in a 3-team trade. You forget about that
next year. You got Kawhi Leonard out there. He's
going.
available.
He ain't going to the Lakers.
He's going to the Clippers.
Okay, well.
Hey,
Klay Thompson is contingent upon the Davis deal. Kevin Durant definitely not going to go play with LeBron. That's a Plaxico if he does. Like, it's a contagious environment to play it with, and I'm going to be there next year. No.
See, you are actually giving the reasons why I'm saying he ain't going to win again, because no one is going to be going to the Lakers.
Kyrie going.
He probably won't go because him and KD are best friends. Those two might link up for the Knicks.
Somebody's going to the Lakers. I just don't know
Somebody, right? Who? That's the question.
and how. I don't know. But yeah, Magic ain't gonna let that slide. You mean to tell me
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
Magic Johnson is gonna let the team not make any moves in this offseason at all?
He'll make moves.
To get something.
He'll make moves, but it may not be the move that will propel them to win, to be Golden State.
Let me tell you something. Not
Golden
only
State's gonna lose some of their players.
We'll see.
Golden
Not gonna be
State
the
is
same
losing
team.
guaranteed 2
I
of
think
their
it's gonna be the
players.
end of
We'll
the
see.
era this year.
Clay gone, KD gone.
We shall
This
see.
is gonna be
Steph
it.
gonna be the only brother
gonna win
to
this,
stay
and
with the
that's
team other than Kobe. Well, Kobe don't count because he ain't get drafted by that team. Steph gonna be the only one to stay with the team that drafted him for his whole career.
Yeah, and see that's
Wait,
and
no,
see, that's a factor
AI
right
definitely
there.
ain't do that. Dang,
And see, then
did it?
when they go down, then it's wide open in the West.
Paul Pierce ain't doing either. Dang, he got traded. Shoot.
It's as soon, but the point is, as soon as they fall, wide open in the West, that means the door is open.
I don't even, man. I got it, bro. You tripping?
Okay,
I got one. I got it. I don't even think the Warriors going to the finals this year.
Nah, bro, you tripping.
Oh, yeah, you tripping. You tripping. Now, see.
Nah, because
Here-
y'all was,
here's
let
the
me tell you
scenario.
what. Because y'all was so big. Oh, Boogie coming. Blowouts. They have barely been getting by with Boogie.
They in first place.
What you mean barely? They recently had like a 10+ game winning streak.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the point differential. That y'all was like blowouts.
It's all about the wins.
I
They
never
don't
said
care about the
blowout,
point
blowout,
differential. Right. We talking about wins.
So I win, yeah.
Should forget the point. This ain't college football.
Man, what's crazy is y'all talking about they in first place though.
That's all that matters.
Denver been in first place too. Denver only 2 games behind.
Talking about rankings.
Look, Denver is 2 games behind, and Golden State done already lost 1 game while Denver is still winning. That top spot in the West is not secured until the season is over. Let's just be real.
That's true.
It's in the West, it ain't secured until the season's over. In the East, same thing.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe not.
It's open in the East. Yeah.
Well, in the East, it's only open to like two teams, and that's Toronto and Milwaukee. That's my call. So either one of them is going to be number 1 in the East. In the West, you got the top 5 right now are Golden State, Denver, OKC, Portland, and Houston. That's the top 5. This top 5 in the East,
But none of them scared me to beat
Golden
Warriors.
State.
Because you know, we talked about James Harden in the
especially
playoffs.
in a 7-game series.
That's out. They out then.
A
oh
7-game
yeah,
series.
I named the top 5. I ain't say who was gonna do
I'm
it.
just saying.
I ain't. Houston ain't gonna be the Girl Scout troop in the playoffs.
Now the biggest one would be OKC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now that may be a fight there.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. You got 7 games of Russ and KD who done apparently made up
That's two
allegedly.
players. 2 players, great players
Yeah.
against the Golden State Warriors. You need more than 2 players. Ask LeBron.
LeBron did it in 16, though.
Yeah, but he
Y'all
do it
keep
in 17
forgetting.
Not y'all.
That's because Kevin Durant was a little bit
or 18.
My bad. My bad. That almost got out of hand. You can't even count 18. That was one man. That was like, that was the way Space Jam was supposed to end. Okay? That was reality Space Jam. The Monstars against one dude. That was Space Jam 2 before it even comes out. We had a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They gonna come up with some Space Jam LeBrons.
I can't see.
Yeah, back to your bro, you tripping.
No, he had
No,
last.
No, that was you.
He looked. He was like, man.
Bruh, so what back to
He
yours?
was like, back to yours.
I'm like,
Wait,
huh? What I do?
Whatever y'all did, whatever y'all said.
What I do, boss?
What I do, boss?
But yeah, me seeing Golden State lose a 7-game series, I can't see it. Not yet. I can't see it. But good stuff. Good stuff. Idiot of the week. Week.
I don't have one. It's the only one I don't have.
Which one was it? It was one of them boys.
Can I? You know what? Can I do this? Can I do this?
Please.
I know this is not for this week, but we did miss last week, and somebody did get fired over there in New Orleans. The GM for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Demps.
Pelicans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Demps. Yeah, you're the idiot of the week. First of all, because you played yourself, thinking that you did something, denying the mighty Lakers' trade. In actuality, you just denied your job. So you're my idiot of the week. I don't really have any about
Kick a man while he's down.
Yeah, well, yeah. Guess what? Congratulations,
you idiot and fired.
You played yourself.
Unemployed.
He was the idiot.
That's why he's the idiot. That's why he's the idiot. Now he's really an idiot. Congratulations.
He's just gonna kick him while he's
You
down.
played yourself.
Like, oh, you lost your job. Have to be an idiot of the week. Well, let me give it to you again. No.
Hey, he lost it all. The kids, the dog.
Lost it all.
My idiot of the week is Jimmy Uso.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again, a repeat offender of this.
Golly, stay off the bottle.
Every 2 years he does this.
Stay off the bottle.
Seriously. And his brother Jay did. I think he had the same issue in the past as well.
Yeah, both of them then got arrested.
And then they add in Naomi now.
She brought poor her. She just been brought into this mess.
She in the middle of all the mess. Tell them what happened.
Actually, a new report came out that saying Jimmy and Naomi are doing this purposely.
That's rumor. I don't believe that. I did hear about that too. Tell them what happened at the incident, though.
All right, so they was in Detroit, chilling in D-Town.
I was chilling, Fresh Princeton.
You know, I was
Summertime. Shouts out.
Then I saw this PYT, pretty young thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
I was trying to get into it.
Thing.
All right, so yeah, they were
Shouts out to
arrested in
Word Up.
Detroit after an alleged drunken altercation with the police. So it's like you acting like it was gonna be hard for them to call the cops to get arrested. You messing with the cops. That's a one-way ticket to jail.
He didn't just resist.
He got out the car.
He squared up with the police. How you gonna square up with the police?
Okay, here's what happened. They got pulled over after Naomi was driving in the wrong direction on a one-way street. Dang. His mugshot, boy, he gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
He
Lord.
And mind
He
you,
is faded.
the car reeked of alcohol.
Yep, they said that too. And Jimmy exited the vehicle while being told to stand down.
Well, came out of the car.
Not just
came out swole.
he came out.
He took off his shirt and jacket, squared up like he wanted to fight, prompting the officer to pull his stun gun because he feared for his safety.
He must have thought that the cops were ashamed of
And
his sorrow.
lucky to God he didn't pull out his gun.
Right.
Jimmy eventually calmed down and complied. Okay, I don't think they would have got away with this. Famous people?
What if he didn't know about the Usos, didn't know about wrestling? He just seen them cock diesel dudes
The word
coming at
the word would have got out, and then the two would have. Then it would have been like,
At
oh,
that heat of the moment, though, you don't know. If you don't know him, you don't know who him. You don't know him from Adam. You just see some cock diesel dude drunk as hell coming after you. Luckily, he pulled out that stun gun.
yeah.
and not
He's
the real
also
gun.
been booked on DUIs, and he didn't even pull it out. He calmed down eventually and complied with the officers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he calmed down.
Like I said,
You know how you get that rage.
Man, the guy was with him. In this day and age of policing, God was with him.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
so
man.
Square up with the police.
He's had DUI
I'm telling
charges
you,
back in 2011.
He thought the cops was Sheamus and Cesaro. He like, you want to fight? What's good?
Yeah, the DUI.
I know some hard criminals wouldn't square up with the police.
Right.
What is going on with their court? What kind of tower work? All right. Yeah, the DUI back in 2011, and then he violated his probation in 2013 by driving on a suspended license. And then last year, his brother Jay was arrested on charges of a DWI in Texas. And Texas is strict.
Oh yeah, man, they don't play.
And now they're saying that this was alleged because of a nice little promotion that's been developing under our noses called All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I mean, think about it. Ty Dillinger just announced that
you get out. There's other ways you can get out of your contract and getting in trouble with the law. Like you can get the lawyers involved.
Is it really? Is it really? Because with WWE, they fighting to keep stars. And you remember back in the day when they used to do something, they just give them a temporary suspension. WWE ain't never quick to fire anybody.
Now they trying to find people. I mean, not find them, but get meet over people right away and trying to get them extensions because they scared of All Elite Wrestling.
But yeah, Jimmy Uso, you my idiot of the week. All that stuff.
All right, so for mine, Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals.
Huh? You gonna fuck this? You a heartless mother. You ain't. How?
So you don't know?
How?
You don't know?
Dang, what else you gonna do now?
All right, so remember last year, during the off season, what was Mosellock's biggest thing he wanted all the players to work on during the off season?
Being ready for spring training.
Yes. Remember I told you how the plan was he's going to have people give assignments to what you need to do in regards
healthy,
to all that, the whole nine. So throughout the whole off season,
oh my goodness,
Martinez, he's doing all these little workouts and throwing stuff in the Republic and in Florida and in California, the whole nine. 2 weeks now into spring training, as of 2 days ago, he had to stop throwing because he felt discomfort in his shoulder, saying that not saying it's irritated, but he feels some sort of weakness in his shoulder. So now the Cardinals have to go ahead and say stop throwing for the next 2 weeks. This 2 weeks could lead.
You had one job.
This 2 weeks could lead to possibly a month. Because you're dealing with the shoulder and you're a pitcher. John Mozeliak was interviewed by the Fast Lane and then after that by other reporters. And you could tell by his reports, he feels that Carlos, he may have worked out, but he may not have took the workout seriously enough to prevent this from happening. He may have did maybe 85%. But not the full 100. Or he would do a certain workout, but it wasn't the correct workout to prevent him from having this issue that lingered him all last season. This the same injury that he was saying, I'm not real sure if I should pitch right now. I'm not too confident that I can last. But you had all season to just follow the Cardinals regimen in regards to what you need to be doing. Let us know what we can do. The same thing he said about Ozuna.
Well, he's not the only one. His teammate did the same thing.
Let us know what we can do to provide you the right information you need to make sure that your shoulder is on point. He didn't do that. And now he's going to be out for 2 weeks. This is someone who should have been your ace.
Yeah.
He is legit, outside of Alex Reyes, probably your best overall pitcher. But now you put yourself in a position in which you may not even be playing for a long time. So with that being said, with you not taking yourself serious enough, and guess what? These injuries have been occurring since he got paid 2 years ago, too. He got that big paycheck.
Sure did.
And ever since then, he hasn't been durable.
He relaxed.
So with that being said, to Demps, to who you have again?
Jimmy
Uso. To the Uso, to Carlos Martinez.
Well, both of them, hell.
Right.
Both did it.
You are the idiots of the week.
Congratulations. You played yourselves.
Get your heads out your asses.
All you all, stop. Get some help.
You. Y'all some new fools.
Man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? For the whole Carlos Martinez situation, scope your shoulder there. Let's see what's going on. Cause I know y'all ain't sitting there saying, oh, he got money. Now he all of a sudden hurt and stuff.
Well, I mean,
we gonna act like this ain't happened to what's his face. what was his name? The pitcher who we had who had the messed up
It'd
shoulder.
be one thing if it was, happening in the season, tightness happened. This is off season.
You were told.
You were told to stay on your regimen. He did not do that.
They even had a freaking book or technology you could have had.
Tablet, everything.
Do these things throughout the off season to ensure that you are 100% healthy and ready for the season. And then
he jacking around down south.
1 week in, and now you have to be off of throwing for 2 whole weeks.
That's all.
And it could be longer than that. You didn't take yourself serious enough to have your teammates be like, he's ready for the season. You put yourself over the team. And like I said, you just got paid buku of money, guaranteed money, and now you want to relax.
It's still a business.
That's the time in which
it's a business.
To me, I feel like if I'm getting paid 20-some mil a year, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I'm always going to be worth the money. Let me show them the reason why they gave me 20-some mil a year and work my butt off every day, all season, whatever, so I could be in tip-top shape and make every start I can. And he has not done that. He's had this reputation over the last couple of years. You cannot take him serious. Or he goofs around a lot. To me, that's an issue. So that's why he's the idiot.
Man, y'all want him healthy. Y'all want him all that. Y'all pay for it.
They touted him to be the next
Pedro Martinez and stuff. But right now, he's looking like I don't know who right now.
Vote for Pedro. He looking like.
I'm trying to think the person you're talking about.
The other knee.
Yeah.
Carpenter. That's what I'm talking about.
Chris Carpenter.
His shoulder was. That boy's shoulder was blown after a minute.
At least he was trying to do something.
Exactly.
Like the way he threw, I felt his pain. I was like, damn.
He was.
It looked like I hurt.
He was actually working to really get back into it. He really did want to do it. This is different.
What if?
What did I say? Oh man, I had one at the beginning of the show.
It was about
You sure did.
Because we talked about it. We talked about it on Sunday.
It was about football?
No, I think it was about basketball.
And you said no. You was what did I said something?
Yeah.
What was it?
Deion Sanders is 30 for 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, what if it was about Patrick?
Yes.
Not Patrick. What's his face? Kyler.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, man.
In which he did declare that he's going to focus on NFL.
But what if Kyler Murray decides to do both?
And I'm gonna tell you the same
football and baseball.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you Sunday. These is different training regimens required by both sides. You see what Mosaic doing with all his players. Doing that now, that's cutting in the football preparation time. And then when you're doing it after football or for football, that's cutting in the baseball preparation time.
Did you see what the Chiefs, KC Chiefs, did to Pat Mahomes?
Yeah.
After his viral video of him hooping at a rec center or somewhere where he actually had some moves, the very next day or week, they put a contract clause in his contract, whatever.
And they should.
You cannot play basketball or any other sport anymore.
And they should. Because there's more ACL tears in basketball than it is in football.
And then plus, the reason why I says it won't happen with Kyler Murray because he plays quarterback. You need to have so much focus and preparation as a quarterback more than being a wide receiver or more than being a cornerback.
Don't you dare bring up Russell Wilson. He don't never play a regular season game.
Listen, my argument was Kyler Murray more than likely is not going to be a starting quarterback. He is not going to be a starting quarterback.
He's not going to be a starting quarterback. Brother, he's getting picked by the Cardinals.
He's going to be like one of those guys that they used to do Michael Vick when he came back with the Eagles. Put him in situations where it's a wildcat and things like that.
Now, if that's the case, then go ahead and play two sports. But
I don't see him being a full-time quarterback. Now, if he was a full-time quarterback, it'd be a different story.
Right.
I don't see him being a full-time quarterback.
Y'all know the...
So, if he's not going to be a full-time quarterback, he's just going to be one of those guys that, like, that you put in for plays. Why not let him play baseball?
Well, yeah, that's different then. But
right.
my mindset is he's going to be a full-time starting quarterback.
Right, so that's different.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't see him being a full-time quarterback. He'll be a backup to someone. If he's going to be a backup to someone, why not play baseball for most of the season and come in mid-season for a team that he gets drafted by and come in as that gadget guy? No. I could see that. I say there will be a two-sport athlete because in this day and age, with the type of athlete has evolved so much that they could do so much. You talk about Pat Mahomes, right?
There may be a two-sport, but I don't see Kyler Murray
this would be
prime.
This would be a prime time, no pun intended, Dion, to do that as an athlete because of the medicine and the technology and the way you get your body ready for different things. I think this would be the perfect time to do it.
Did you see these quarterbacks that we just had in this draft class?
Yeah.
Name the top 3.
You got Dwayne Haskins.
No. The ones that just played this year in the NFL.
Oh, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Out of those top 3.
Oh, Sam Darnold. That's 4. Sorry.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Y'all realize that it was so damn bad. So damn bad. I don't even think Baker Mayfield should have won an award.
But you act like this is like the only time in football history where you had a lousy quarterback class. You've had lousy quarterback class for most of the time. You don't get a quarterback class like 1984 or 1998 every year.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you said that. Now let me run you the draft order for the draft.
Okay.
You got Arizona Cardinals, Josh Rosen. Trash. Only reason he played is because Sam Bradford got hurt.
And he doesn't play the type of system that the new coach plays.
And it's funny you bring up the new coach. The new coach said if Kyler Murray goes to football, I would draft him. It ain't nothing to trade away Josh Rosen.
But then last week he did say he is not going to draft Kyler Murray. He's going to stick with Rosen.
Oh, that's stupid. He's my idiot of the week when he goes up in his face. All right, next up, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, they got Jimmy Garoppolo.
They ain't getting no quarterback.
Yeah. Get Jimmy Garoppolo.
And
you got the backup, the Mullen, what's his name? Mullen?
Okay, Nicky had 2 good games. And that's it.
You got 2 good quarterbacks. They're not getting a third quarterback.
Name me a quarterback outside of Tom Brady because he sold his soul to the devil.
They got Garoppolo and they got that young kid.
And they just paid Garoppolo a hell of money too.
Yeah, they're not getting a second.
And he blew his ACL. He's gonna be the second coming of the Sam Bradford finesse. Watch. After him, you got the New York Jets. That's Sam Darnold. You got the Oakland Raiders with Derek Carr.
Now that's possible.
That's possible.
His time is soon done.
Because Derek Carr don't get along.
And then John Gruden love quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, up next, you got the heads or tails. Will decide our starting quarterback, Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh yeah, they might go for a good quarterback.
And then you want to know who's right after the Bucks?
The Giants, right?
The Giants.
Well, they definitely gonna get one.
Yeah. And then
so you mean to tell me
it might be Haskins though?
No, Haskins gonna be gone by then. I guarantee you.
He'll probably be first. I mean, I'm sorry, not first, but will be the first quarterback chosen.
Yeah, Haskins probably going to the Raiders.
I say Giants are gonna pick him up as the first quarterback.
So you mean to tell me when you got to pick between old man Eli and fresh faced Kyler Murray, you're gonna put Eli in over Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray? No, I put Eli in because of the experience. Kyler Murray, you can't.
Yeah, that experience showed on his face when they picked him up from that sack. He was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, the experience factor. Yeah, now he's going to be, eventually in the future. But no, I would still Eli. Eli ain't trash, and Eli, I don't think Eli's going to be staying there.
What's your thoughts, real quick, on the Broncos acquiring Joe Flacco?
That was great. Tops any other quarterback y'all done had.
So Do you think that may hurt?
Toss a coin.
Do you think that may hurt Drew Lock's chance of going to the Broncos now?
Drew Lock ain't no shoe in to be going.
Now Drew Lock. Now I'll say Drew Lock ain't starting. I'll say that. I'll say that confidently.
Drew Lock hadn't shown me anything in his last season in college.
Damn.
They touted him to be before all this. They
update.
Damn.
Carolina is up by 20.
What? They were coming back. What's going on?
22. They're up by 22.
Oh, 22 now.
59-37, second half. Yeah.
Wow.
Coach K just called timeout.
We're missing a good game then.
Dude, not really.
Not really?
No, because I mean,
they came back and were 20-something in the first half.
They don't have Zion, though.
Dang, they don't.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they are not marching to Zion right now.
I mean, he limping too. Yeah, better little limp today.
Oh, man.
I think Haskins going to be your best bet at quarterback as far as prospects go. And he's going to go first. Kyler Murray might go.
Kyler Murray is going to go early because he got the hardware at his house sitting on the shelf.
There's a lot of folks that had hardware and didn't go do diddly poo.
Exactly.
Right.
Kyler Murray ain't going to be one of
them. It ain't guaranteed. I just don't see it.
So,
I just don't see it as a quarterback. I just know what these guys, how they draft. When Baker Mayfield got picked first overall, no one saw that coming because this just doesn't happen. You pick someone of that style as your first overall pick.
Oh Lord!
Even Michael Vick didn't get picked first overall.
Where is it? Here it is.
And you know what kind of talent he was coming out.
Ooh. I remember we talked about this too. Mel Kiper.
He don't know a damn thing about no draft.
Well, his mock draft has...
mock draft is always wrong. Go back into history.
He got Haskins going to the Giants.
Yeah, well...
He got Bosa to the Cardinals. Another Josh Allen to the 49ers. Quinnen.
He's like a broken clock.
And you are wrong about Michael Vick.
Did he go first overall?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Come on now, it's Michael Vick.
He was the hottest thing smoking.
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
He said the hottest thing smoking. Well, there's that.
Wow, you went there. You went there.
Don't deny like you don't know.
Oh man! So it
was college. Everybody was doing it.
Right. Yeah, Virginia Tech. That was a hotbed during that time. And him and his brother at the same damn time. Marcus.
Yeah.
But I'm not idiot. But what if? So Machado went to the Padres. Who saw that coming? No one saw that coming.
No,
what if Bryce?
I did when they tried to get both of them. They was like, I'm like, they gonna get one of them.
Right.
Now, I don't know about two.
So what if Bryce Harper just flips the script and goes to the Reds?
I'm laughing to keep from crying.
Nah, that would just be some shit.
Because
you know what? Because I'm laughing to keep from crying because
it's possible.
That would mean it'll make the Cardinals look that bad.
And then,
first of all,
you got Puig.
Can you imagine him playing at the Great American Ballpark?
At the Great American.
Can you imagine?
Getting all kinds of home runs.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all saying it like it's gonna gel and work in their favor. Y'all remember the last time we had this two big bats on one team. Judge and Stanton, where they at? What they been doing since they've been there? Playoff trips?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Playoff trips. How far they get?
Yeah.
Wild card.
Yeah.
Wild card. What happened after that?
That's it.
That's it.
But Aaron Judge wasn't healthy.
There wasn't no scrubs.
Oh my God! If everybody said, if y'all talk about health one more damn time,
that's true.
Kurt Angle did it with a broken freaking neck. Kobe Bryant.
That was staged.
Kobe Bryant.
No, actually.
I know.
Kobe ruptured his damn Achilles and just kept going.
Well, wait a minute.
Kept going to the
wrestling is what Kurt Angle did in wrestling was just a one-person thing. That wasn't a team-oriented thing.
Kurt Angle actually did it in the Olympics.
Right, but like I said, that was, no. His match specifically was a one-on-one. It wasn't no tag team match.
There are no tag teams in.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's my point.
But it's an Olympic wrestling team.
But he still had
about
to win.
7 of them
he
mother
still
lovers
had to
that go
win
across.
his own match.
Yeah, it was individual.
Right. Yeah. So congrats, you were wrong.
They could have swapped them out, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna stick with it."
No, that's a tag team. Put me in, coach. I want to.
You ain't never heard of a substitution due to injury?
I was almost with you, Stanton.
He lost it.
Don't act like ain't no substitution due to injury.
I did one
Come
of
on,
those.
Sadar.
Is it deuces? But no, Judge was hurt, so he
Judge
wasn't.
always hurt.
I know that's the problem. That's the
Not
problem.
really.
Yes, he is. Because the
Yes, he
last
is.
2 seasons
He
he's
been hurt the last 2 seasons.
Yep, majority of the year
And he
he's
only
hurt.
been in it for like 3 years.
Right.
So that's 2 out of 3.
Injury prone.
That's a 66. That's good. Up. Wait a minute. It's for injuries.
Nah.
Nah, this man. Nah.
All right, so we're back,
There is
y'all.
a such thing as too much of a good thing.
Too much
Just
sauce.
ask Kobe, Steve, and Dwight.
Now that, or look at what the Eagles tried to do with Vic and Vince Young and who all they had that one year.
Vince Young, McNabb, they had McNabb too.
It's talking about the dream team and everything.
McNabb was done at that point.
Oh, when they got that dream team,
Yeah,
and they had the corner that just never did anything. What's his
Dude,
name?
Mary Carey Washington.
right, him.
Okay, first of all, them is 2 separate sides of the ball. Okay, so offense and defense.
And Vince Young opened his fool mouth and said, "Yeah, it's a dream team."
Right.
You dummy. If we had any of the week, you get it right there.
Yeah, this is a dream team right here.
Oh man, have an all-time eat of the week.
Next thing you know, he's out of the league.
Right. Terrible year. But hey, we back, y'all. And better than ever. That is our show. Catch us next week, 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget, man. Tell everybody. Go on YouTube. Subscribe. Click on that.
Ring the bell.
Because once we go live,
You will be notified.
we are your Wednesday Night Sports Light, the platform sports talk show with your boy Smooth.
And Sadal.
And Stanton, baby.
Because when it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
And the business just picked up.
stay smooth.
Power up on it.
I'm out of here.